a little bit, but that one was the odd one out for me in particular. And the offlane Furion was never a big thing. It hasn't been a big thing in the meta for some time. So I do think this is well within their wheelhouse, and he's very comfortable on it. But it does provide a lack of that playmaking in the late game. Right, if this game goes late, if it turns into the chaotic ultra late game Dota where Spirit make those big comebacks, Lycan is not a hero that's going to go in and get some crazy arena spear, some crazy RP, and drag you back in this game despite a net worth deficit. It's a hero that generally wants to get ahead, have the net worth advantage, and pummel the backline supports with the early helm, with the early nullifier, just eliminate heroes from the team fight, get a numbers advantage, and steamroll that way. You do lose a bit of that comeback playmaking that Spirit are known for.
If you had to guess, how many times would you say Collapse has played Lycan in a professional match?
10 or less, probably 8.
Yeah, you would be pretty much on the money there. He's played it 10 times for this match. Now, he has only lost with it once.
Really? He is 9-1?
He is 9-1.
Well, he should be playing it more than that's all I'm learning.
Maybe this is going to be a signature hero for Collapse by the time this finals is done.
What is happening bottom? Maureen is killing bottom wave with an early trample while this fight is going on.
He's going to get the fast level 2. Dude, that's so unfair.
It's
bad enough when you give up like first blood or extra bounty runes in this 1v1 mid matchup.
No, they're just putting ATF mid.
Okay,
this is completely out of left field. There is no way Spirit expect this. This is the kind of strat you pull off in a grand final. Maybe you scrim with it once before and then you hide it.
He's trying to catch the courier. But it looks like Laurel knows about this. Is he actually going to cut another wave?
That's a Bat Rider courier. He's going to steal this one.
Is he?
I mean, this is just mega confusing right now if you're Spirit. He killed bottom wave. He's killing the mid wave. I guess Crit's plan is pull the next bottom wave, but he might die for that. Yatoro was ready for it. Yeah, not able to pull that one. Will put it under the tower. Send the Pango bottom now? You just bypass the early waves for the Queen of Pain Primal matchup, which was the hardest part here.
Yeah.
And you got ATF a free wave as well. He doesn't have to play into the TA level 1. This is really smart if you get away with it.
Is he going to continue to back lane here? Does he want to keep this going? He is, yeah. He's going to charge through, pull the creep wave. Laurel can't chase after him, can't punish him because he's got his own wave to deal with.
This is pretty sick, to be honest. I mean, this is
Radiant's middle tower is
going to be better than the default outcome, and it's just going to throw Spirit off in this game. Like, they're just not sure what's really happening right now. The upside for Spirit is they did control the wave bottom a little bit here. It's not going to fully swing back out, and of course Laurel is going to free farm. I say that, he is suffering a little bit CS-wise, but he will free farm here, and he's going to have a bottle, uncontested resources. In the end, worth it for Maureen, for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I guess the question is, like, how much did Amar suffer from, he scooped up that lane mid, but then he has to make the rotation. Caught the courier, there goes the bottle! Maureen might have to TP, he is. He's actually going to TP all the way back to base here where he's got his own bottle that is coming back on the courier, so he gets there before the courier does.
I mean, normally a huge loss for Laurel, but to be honest, he has full resources because he hasn't had to do anything to anybody in lane. So
that's true.
It's not as if he needs the bottle, but that's a big courier snipe, more gold. I mean, the net worth and the CS is looking great for this Primal Beast in a matchup that otherwise was going to be really difficult. As you said, the other downside, though, is you stole a wave from this off lane, but that wave did get picked up mid from the Pango, so XP-wise, it actually evened out.
Yeah, they still went even.
That was a very interesting switch up.
Who suffered was, I guess, the Dark Willow. There was a wave that she just didn't even get to participate in any way.
Yes, that's who the wave got stolen from, and then the shared XP, but do you really care about that? You care more about these core matchups, getting these melee heroes out of the lane against the double range.
And did Amar miss anything on his rotation back to lane? Right.
Don't think so.
But then the Dark Willow would have covered that.
Yeah, that wave got delayed. Interesting tech. Puts Falcons up in a nice spot here.
I mean, that feels like some AUI 2000 bullshit,
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'll tell you where he got that from. That's an old Eternal Envy.
There you go.
That feels like an old Envy maneuver right there. Never worked for us, but it's working here, so. Good to see it lives on as lanes looking good for Falcons now after all this maneuvering. You have a free farm Nature's Prophet. This Primal is high resources because he came out of the base, remet the wave, still has some bottle charges. Not a great feeling for Laurel. Like, he didn't get this vacuum one-on-one to abuse the melee hero. Even if you're going to continue to put the pressure on the Primal Beast here, you can't help but feel like you missed your window to take him out of the game. And that is what Malrine does in these bad matchups. We've seen it time and time again. He's very creative.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Still going to be a rough lane for Amar, I think.
Yeah.
Nice double shield crash, but it's still a Templar Assassin who has been a really tough hero to combat in the laning phase. Swashbuckle away.
Yeah, good enough, I guess, with the full wand charge.
Yeah, massive creep wave pushing in, so he's good for now. Malrine now cutting
Glyph.
more creeps. Glyph is going to be used, so he is going to have this wave following him for a while.
He's going to steal another.
I mean, come on. Oh, the courier! Yatoro!
Another good courier snipe. Can't take this
the
bottom
Primal
lane, though.
Beast ganked my courier. What am I doing?
This is just some troll action right here.
He's got a lot of stick charges and Lotus. So Maposhka, okay, well, with the teleport coming in from Skeeter, there's no way he lives through this. Actually does get the neutral creep denied.
Wow. Dude, nothing against Team Spirit's free. Like, every time you think you get something, I guess other than the couriers, they always make you work for it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Falcons doing all this maneuvering, getting the courier snipes, getting the extra waves to the Primal.
And now Yatoro's being left alone, and Skeeter's stuck around. It's a 1v3, and they're going to kill him underneath the tower. And what's even worse is Yatoro. He was definitely done for. Malrine was willing to make the full rotation across. Pre-level 6, run back to the top lane, though. Skeeter teleports up to top, is not able to help snaking in time. So the normal quote-unquote lane is this top lane, which Collapse, I assume, is free farming. Looks like he's doing all right in network.
He is. I mean, that's the thing. This game is still very even because Falcons are getting more out of these little moves, but a lot of these cores for Spirit are still just free farming empty lanes in the case of Laurel or Collapse top.
Now Snaking's taking over the mid lane, and Malrine is done laning.
It's the future of Dota. You have a jungle hero.
He's going to come back for the power rune, but Maposhka is already here, so Malrine is just going to have to give way. If it's top, it'll be grabbed by Rue.
I mean, you can do this with the Primal. There's not a lot of heroes that can just skip the laning phase entirely. This is one of them. I'll tell you, there's a lot of mid players who would be very frustrated at this right now. How dare you skip the lane against me? Coward.
Oh, man, it's such a Malrine thing, too, considering he has taken some of, like, the worst 1v1 matchups of this year.
I mean, he's top 2 net worth in this game.
Kings versus Vipers and such.
He's cruising, man. Absolutely owned it here in the early game. And now he's level 6. He's got phase boots. He's looking for the Lycan top, but Collapse sniffs this move out. Not going to work for the Primal. It is ATF who's continuing to suffer a little bit here in terms of the experience. Honestly, it might even just give him the Wisdom Shrine. They're probably debating it, but Crit was pretty sacrificial in this as well. He'll go to the Pango as well. It's actually lower level than the Pugna, so he got it in the end anyway. That's why he didn't take it.
The Pugna's been soloing half the lanes with the Furion teleporting away from the safe lane and then him collecting the mid wave.
This is a core Pugna at this point. Boulevard going off in the jungle. Malrine continuing to do some stacks here as Falcons dodge this Queen of Pain matchup. Put the Pugna back there.
I mean, if you're not getting killed in lanes, this is so much more efficient for Falcons.
Look at this creep swing. This is from the Lycan top. Just putting numbers, bodies on this tower. If you're not going to lane anyone here, I'll get some extra pressure and does feed the creeps away, though.
He does. 100 gold going to Malrine, but
this is a one laning phase for Falcons.
Agreed.
Like, they have the top 3 net worth off of the extra couriers, the creep here.
Spirit simply don't really have like the best heroes to punish that. I mean, they're offlaners alike, and it's not really a good kill hero in the first place. Almost got his hands on Laurel there. That could have led into a Bramble and some hefty damage, but no.
Got to think about Pulverize into the Dark Willow follow-up this game. The Pugna does not offer you a lot in terms of the chain stun capability, but the Dark Willow definitely does because the range on this Terrorize is so damn good.
Right.
Of course, you have Rolling Thunder to go in these fights as well. Like, some nice control mechanisms for Falcons. And they've gotten out of this laning phase, they're definitely going to be able to use them. Whereas if you're Spirit, I mean, you're going to have to put this Lycan ult and the Sonic Wave to use here. Those are your 2 big tickets in this early game. The more you can use them, the more they're on cooldown in exchange for kills, the better you're going to feel here Or you just push the tower straight up with the Lycan if you think Falcons are completely dodging you. That's where that Furion's scary though. Like Skeeter's just in the jungle. You try and push these towers, they TP the Primal in. The Furion can TP in on the backside of that fight. A Wrath of Nature comes through, you get pulverized. That's just a dead Lycan. Need information to make these kind of plays right now.
Rue, right read, but he's going to have to go up to the high ground here to deal with this ward. Malrine is not going to catch him initially. We'll catch him on the low ground. Teleport coming in from Skeeter. Everybody wants to join in on this kill on Rue.
This Primal is cooking in this early game. And honestly, it's a lot of experience for this Pugna because of all the lane swapping. Like, this guy's already 6. We saw how much snaking has been able to do on this hero. Looking for Yatoro with the roll.
Yatoro doing a good job of dodging the brambles, cannot dodge. The jump in from Malrine, but Malrine's actually going to back out. The first sight of Laurel teleporting in, full retreat from Falcons. Not going to get far enough away on Amar though, as he gets hit by Miposhka. Gets off the shield. No, he doesn't get off the shield.
Nice little flame break there.
Yeah, good timing on that.
A couple small things went well for Spirit there. I mean, it's a TA under the tower, but that refraction blocked the Wrath of Nature. It's a lot of your global damage out of that play. We'll get some more creeps up here. Collapses Helm, not doing a lot for him.
Creep just keeps on dying. But Falcons running around looking for kills and not finding them.
That was a move that they wanted to get the kills off so you can get this tower. Instead, this tier 1 bottom's going to continue to stand down here.
I feel like it just becomes more and more entrenched, right? The Templar Assassin gets level 6. She starts laying out all these traps out. And the Lycan, I mean, he's inevitably going to take this tower. And then he's free to start making rotations. Another move like that from Falcons, even if it succeeds, maybe you lose mid to the Lycan.
They lost net worth off that play. It's a result of the Lycan just free farming top. Queen of Pain getting involved, whereas the Pango dies, of course, helps, but Collapse is chilling up here. Not a lot of pressure going into him. She's going to have a very fast Helm, and you got to think about the objective taking here between the Lycan and the TA. Like, it's scary if it ramps up pretty fast here. It's a lot of physical damage with the minus armor synergy. You could easily go into the Roshan. You can easily flank these tier 1s that are still up and get a good fight out of them. And if you're not prepared, your supports are just going to feed. Snaky be very aggressive on this mid lane, just trying to force somebody to show, get some information on the map. Everybody's jungling right now for Falcons. It's kind of a bluff of a play. Like, if you come here and kill him, yeah, you'll kill him, but he's getting decent value out of this level 4 blast right now.
It's pretty difficult to kill him since he's such a high level and he's got that drain. This mid tower is going to fall. Team Spirit
trying to trade out top.
Yeah. They simply do not have an answer to this. Kill the creep wave where they can, but snaking just keep going to work.
Could we bring Yatoro in here? Yeah, they're going to drop some traps. I mean, these traps would make it a lot more annoying. Have to bring some sentries. You have to run up the hill now against the Queen of Pain. Another power rune coming out as well. Really important power runes here. Particularly for the Primal Beast, if you can win them. Unlucky for Malrine. He would have liked that amp damage here.
Yeah, that's so valuable for both of these mid laners. Such high damage heroes as is. Amp damage only increasing that.
I just think Primal's one of those mids. Power runes change his entire early presence in the fights.
Yeah.
Like, the haste is insane on this hero. The amp damage is insane. Even the invis just running around the map, set up some play, can be good. Meanwhile, Rue, he's been sitting down here for at least 3 or 4 minutes now on this bat. No one is contesting him.
Finally, the punish comes in. Snaking will get dropped by 3 heroes of Team Spirit. And with the Giga Ward, they will be the ones to take the mid tower first.
Hey, I don't know if you needed to drop it there.
Yeah, that felt
gets the job
free.
done. I mean, Miposhka wanted to assert dominance early in this series, you know? It's like, you're blasting my tower? No, no, no. I will blast your tower.
The battle between fives, and the result is Team Spirit actually up in net worth now because they have a tower advantage. Lycan took that safe lane tower. They've got the mid tower, so
they're feeling a lot better about the map position. There's going to be creeps pushing out top from the Lycan. That shard will eventually come into this game, so it can relieve some of the map pressure the Furion's trying to output. Falcons need to make a move for this bottom tier 1, because Rue is getting way too much down here right now. He's just gobbling up free waves, done a little jungling on top of it.
Well, Snaking's on the case. He says, you put TA traps mid lane to catch me? Okay, I'll just go hit a different tower.
Yeah, someone's got to be on Pugna duty. This is where you wish you had Pudge. You just hook him.
Seriously. Had some fun watching the Pudge from earlier today. with the Diffuser plate done. Amar is a bigger threat. Seemingly not enough to go after Rue underneath his tower, though.
Still kind of tentative to make the committal play down here. Like, even Snaking doesn't want to go blast this. They saw the Queen lurking down here. They don't know where some of these heroes are on the map. A smoke came through for Spirit. Kind of an awkward one because they're trying to finish Helm of the Overlord for Collapse. He went to the shop with it.
Yeah, they're trying to Maposhka solo gank with the Lycan Dragon and his Wolves.
Not an insignificant amount of damage. He's going to find Skeeter.
He's going to get him.
Oh, if this works, it's just straight nasty.
Yeah, put the fire on him. Easy. I mean, he's stuck in one spot. The Dragon's actually the best creep for that.
Dude, Skeeter's like, what is this game, dude? Come on.
And we've seen the rise of this, right? These Lycans that play.
Is he going to get crits? Oh, he's missing him. Sister Shroud too strong, but...
He paled out by the Pulverize.
And he retook the creep, so it didn't even get that one.
It did mean he had to take a range creep for that in order to stop them from getting the gold, but nice, smart heads-up play from Collapse.
I mean, super good use of this Lycan. He's jungling the whole time, just pops ult, gets the creeps in there. You get a Furion kill with a solo Smoke Shaman. You get the Pugna kill bottom with the Bat Rider, who's still been down here, by the way. Falcons have not made a move to kick these heroes out of the safe lane, and it's killing their map control. They will finally get Blink on the Primal to make some plays of their own. They're going to look for the Lycan.
They're looking for the hardest hero to find, though, because he's rarely showing on map. He's doing the Lycan thing where he's just hitting neutrals and he's controlling his Wolves and letting his Wolves do all the work. The interesting part is he's not... he has the pack leader facet.
Oh, they found him.
They get him on the neutrals, and he'll die here. No shapeshift, so certainly no way out, especially against all the control that Falcons do have, but an interesting trade-off here. The other half of Collapse is still with Maposhka, and they're trying to cheat themselves an early Roshan right under Falcon's nose.
Man, Maposhka's been making some really nice plays with the backup of these summons. Like, this is a nice 1-2 punch around the map. You get a carry kill into a Roche kill. Falcon's just not expecting it. They will finally get that tier 1 bottom in exchange that they've been looking for. A nice objective for them, but a super early Aegis.
A nasty surprise, a Queen of Pain with an Aegis at 16 minutes.
This almost reminds me of how people used to play with the Grimstroke Lycan combo, where you ink swell the wolf in, and all of a sudden these summons were a lot stronger, only you're putting him behind a shaman with a shackle that normally doesn't have a lot of damage behind it. Well, guess what? Now there's a Lycan with Howl and an ancient black dragon beaten into you.
It's so sick damage that in the best of 5 between these two teams, we have both of them bringing out some obscure strategies that we really just do not see hardly ever.
You need finesse to win a championship. These little things matter a lot. Put some mental pressure on the enemy. Spirit going back into this ward exactly where the Lycan died.
Lycan, and with the Quap here, this is going to be a rough one. The Sonic Wave goes out. It's over to Malrine. And Malrine, he's stuck in the middle of this. He does what damage he can. They throw out the Terrorize, give him some heals, but it's not good enough. Snaking can't out-heal the damage. Now the Rolling Thunder, though, from Amar. It hits onto Collapse once. Collapse on the run. So he goes to Laurel, but of course he has the Aegis, and he's coming back soon. That's why Skeeter, he just teleports away. Falcons are on the run. Laurel's going to jump after them. Jumps right into the Pugna, though, and Snaking with a great response. Not able to kill Laurel just yet, but maybe Amar and Crit, they could do the finishing blow. They got him.
Yatoro manning up. The Furion's going to come back, though.
Skeeter is going to come back, and he is going to start swinging at Yatoro. Amara and Crit manage to play the distance, get away from Yatoro, escorted by Skeeter out of here. But does Skeeter make it out? They're leaving Skeeter behind. They just hope that Skeeter's going to be able to make it through the gate, but Poshka from the cliff side will catch him.
Super nice body blocking with the Wolves, too. Just can't get in front of them. Collapse has been on point with these Wolves around the map. You're able to get a couple heroes out, but that is an expensive death for Skeeter here. TP'd into that fight twice. Ends up dying, doesn't get a lot out of it. These are costly deaths for the Furion in the early game. This is the fastest farming hero in Dota right now. Take him off the map, you limit that GPM. And those are Deso charges for Yatoro. It's going to start adding up here. He is so high level. He's already level 16.
Oh, got him again on the shield crash. That force movement of Flame Break almost killing Amar. Maposhka.
The blood grenade.
The long-range blood grenade. It not doesn't. Enough. Oh, he did actually land it on him, but it's not going to do enough damage still, though.
If he had gotten him with that, that would have been insane. This is still a blistering pace now that Yatoro's gotten involved. Like, these fights are going to start to pick up for Team Spirit, and you do not want to fall behind against this Templar Assassin. You're going to lose so much map control against the traps plus the Lycan Wolves. You need an early gem in this game if you're Falcons. That's what it feels like. And your supports are also trying to survive in this game. They want early utility defensive items. So when you pick up that gem is going to be really important.
Well, you say, you know, don't fall too far behind the Templar Assassin. That kind of has already happened. Spirit are up by 3K, but the Templar Assassin specifically is up almost 3K on the Nature's Prophet and other heroes. Well, the Shadow Realm goes off. Glimmer Cape teleport away.
No detection.
He's good. He's good. No detection.
Important to get out versus Templar Assassin. Extra damage adds up quickly. That Nullifier already done for the Lycan as well.
Talk about the damage ramping up. I mean, Desolator with this Giga Ward, it's not just the hero damage, but the tower damage they can put out.
The push comes really quick with this lineup. You do not want to give bad kills away on this map.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Need to get to the primal BKB here and try and take a good timing fight with that going into that second Roche spawn. That's the period of the game where you're going to be able to turn it. You can definitely look for some early kills now as well. All the ults are available for Spirit outside of that ward.
Trying to catch Laurel, but he is way too wily for them.
Another move, Spirit, just read.
Maureen, he's going to sit in front of this mid-tier 2, hoping maybe he can get some initiation. Speed along this BKB, but as it is, it's being slowed down by the lack of kills for Falcons.
And Spirit are just going to continue taking objectives straight into Tormentor, 20 minutes. No contest. Too easy with the single target burst. A shard for the Batrider.
I mean, they finally get this jump, but it's taking so long to just get this kill. It hardly feels worth it. You committed 4 heroes, a smoke, and a lot of time, all just to kill Maposhka.
Does swing some of these heroes bottom for Spirit, which is where the good vision is for Falcons right now. So they don't mind if Spirit linger down here. Lets them set up plays. They're trying to do exactly that. Invis on the primal.
Keep the momentum going.
He got scouted on that sentry, though.
Yeah, more sentries on the ground, too.
Once more, Spirit vacate the premises. I mean, Collapse is pushing in this bottom lane with the Dragon right now. He did not get caught down here. Too hard for Spirit to fight with all the vision for Falcons around this area.
Look at this ward. They have one on... Oh, never mind. Skeeter's already teleporting out.
Yeah, he wants the Dragon. See if there's a resummon here, and there will be.
And Collapse is already on an Ancient Camp. He's got a Nullifier, by the way, and is working towards an AC. This is going to be a very hard-hitting Lycan soon.
Dude, AC just makes this lineup go insane. You're not going to have armor fast enough in this game if you're Falcons. Got to continue to find some pickoffs here, and the pickoffs are coming towards you. They're looking for Amar.
Gets grabbed. Crit has to respawn here. Can he save Amar with the Glimmer Cape? Not good enough. Way too much damage from Yotoro. The Hurricane Pike, 5 shots coming his way. That's way too many.
Try and get a rebuttal top, but you don't have the same pickoff threat here. Even with the same amount of heroes, the Primal is not doing the damage this TA is doing right now. Team Spirit continuing to snowball this game. They get an amp damage for Laurel. They're
another 2-man kill squad coming in. Maposhka and Laurel with the Blink Dagger early. Oh, what interference! Ref, jump in from Maureen, gets grab onto Maposhka, so it's the 5 position of Spirit who dies because of neutrals.
That Croaker destroyed them. Man, the 6th player for Falcons coming out big here. Snaky, he looks impressed with that. It's like, good job, Croaker.
Collapse is playing with neutrals, but the neutrals are playing with Maposhka.
Dude, I hate those things. Every Dota player has had this happening. It's like, why don't you stun the other guy, man, you know?
That was a funny game, man. Whoa. Skeeter just teleport? Yeah, he teleported right on top of Collapse.
You're not winning that fight.
It's not a place he wanted to be. Fortunately for him, Lasso wasn't up yet. I'm not sure what information he had on the map, but teleporting into the enemy Ancients there.
I think he's just trying to farm it, honestly. I don't think he was looking.
No, I think so too. It's just...
The wolf's waiting for you.
Yeah.
Still fairly even game for Falcons if they can get a one-team fight into that Roche. They have the BKB on the Primal. Like, these fights can go really well for them if they can start on a core target. If you can get the TA or the Lycan in particular, that would be huge here for Falcons as Roche spawn available in 20 seconds.
It looks like Rue may be the target here. Okay, they spot Maposhka. The smoke nets them another support kill. It's
something.
It's something.
It's not that big core you want, though.
Yeah.
Just 30-second death timer. I mean, Roche could instant spawn here.
Wow. The Templar Assassin knows exactly when it's going to spawn.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah. So you're not going to catch Spirit unaware.
He's almost level 20, by the way. This is an insane XPM for Yatoro. This is one of the ways you can kind of outpace the Furion, even if he's getting more gold than you all on the map. Just out XP him. Because a lot of that gold comes from Wrath of Nature bouncing through, split XP. Yatoro's just been doing solo Ancients this whole time. He will hit that level 20 Refraction Dispel.
Yeah, he's got
the Dark Willow here.
Brambles he can get rid of, an offensive Decrepify maybe.
Good versus the supports for sure. He gets this Daedalus before that Roche fight breaks out, which, you know, Roche is on the map right now, but hard for Falcons to force the issue. Way easier for Spirit to force it with the amount of vision they have off traps and wolves. Falcons kind of just have to make the smoke plays, utilize the Furion ult, and hope that they get information off the lanes naturally.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is where you almost wish you had the Naga Siren instead of the Furion to give you a bit more direct vision control. But of course, that hero is almost never getting through. I say that, and people let the Furion through, so maybe next game we'll see the Naga Siren. That said, Spirit are dealing with the Furion so far.
Yeah. It always comes down to these best of fives, right? That first game,
got thrown.
One team is going to take the risk of giving out some crucial hero.
For sure.
And if they can beat it, it's a huge advantage for the following games.
It's too tempting not to do it, so. Yatoro is 250 off that Daedalus recipe. Big item missing for him if this fight breaks out right now. And you have an Ags done for the Pango, so big damage upgrade for Falcons if Amar can get in there. But you really want to take this fight around your wards.
Yatoro's going to go back for it. He's going to call Falcons bluff. He thinks they're not going to do Roshan right now.
It's a bold call. That said, you do have Wolves in the pit right now. Did not get killed by Falcons. This is where not having that early gem hurts you a lot. Or even just Sentry guarding the pit. They have one, but the Wolf does expire. I just don't think they can do the Roche fast enough without the fight breaking out.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And if anything, Team Spirit, I mean, they're matched up against Furion. You don't want to be stuck in this face-off around the Roshan pit for forever, because then the Furion just gets all the lanes pushed in, right?
For sure. He's just out-farming you. So you do complete that Daedalus. Is that the AC done for Collapse?
Yeah, recipe.
He's flying it off the side of the map. So I assume it's done.
Yeah, it's going to be a little hard to get it there. A little treacherous territory, but he's going to take it the long way.
These are huge items for Spirit. I mean, just as Falcons got that Ags on the Pango, the damage is going to be met here with two big item pickups that just amp this physical through the roof. And that Roche is still not being forced by Falcons. They're kind of in this stalemate. You understand why, but it gave Spirit time to hit their items, and they're just going to go straight into you. They don't care, because they have vision mechanisms to throw up these hills. Send the Wolves in, see some heroes, look for the Bat Rider jump. Or there's no way you force Roche against the Pango Primal here.
Surely you try and play for that lasso. Rue finds it! Jumps up to the high ground, catches crit. Can they burst him down fast enough? The Sonic Wave over the top will finish him.
What more can you catch here?
Oh man, look at that damage! Nullifier plus the Prowler. Malreen's gonna pop his BKB. The physical damage almost caught him.
The one Wolf.
He's got a Blink Dagger. He blinks up into the trees.
No TP.
No TP.
Why does he have no TP?
They have a sense that he's here. Oh, Root, meanwhile, he gets hit big time with the Rolling Thunder of Amar. So Falcons still find a pickoff here. Let's help the Wisdom Shrine while he's around the area.
A nice pickup for ATF. Finding something out of nothing. Downside for Falcons might be they lose the Roche here, but they do escape from a bad engagement.
That minus armor was crazy.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, he has no armor on this Primal.
Yeah, the Prowler takes 50% of your base physical armor. And then you've got the AC minus armor aura on you. Then you've got Hal. Absolutely absurd, but a pickoff while they're doing the Roshan on Miposhka, but they gotta get out of here. And Amar, he's gonna roll it up, but he doesn't have the Rolling Thunder to keep rolling, and so he'll be cut down by the side blade. Now Skeeter, he runs up, Spirit runs south.
I like the blink up to the cliff to see if he was in one of those hidden tree lines.
Sure.
Smart play by Laurel. Doesn't pay off here, but you never know. Skeeter will escape with that slow move speed. Well, they trade Miposhka for a Corpango. They'll take that every time. Furion does escape. The map gets pushed out by the rest of Falcons. Continuing to keep this game even, but now you have an Aegis on this Templar Assassin for 4 minutes. Let's see what Spear can get done with this advantage. Yatoro is going to hunt for some prey right now.
Decrepify and Glimmercape, both a problem. Rue has the answer to both of those, though.
Nice little pickoff to start this Aegis period off. More Deso charges for Yatoro. And you do have to think about getting the armor items soon if you're Falcons. AC is next for the Pangolier. It's going to be the refresher build for the Primal, but he needs a Shivas in this game at some point. And until then, dude, the minus armor is through the roof. You have the AC, you have the Howl talent, max level Howl, plus Desecrate, whatever you want to put into these heroes, the meld hits, the Deso hit.
You know, if you think about it, Furion, the highest stat hero in Dota, right? He has a ton of base armor. If Lycan gets to him, it's minus 15 armor, and then it's minus 50% of your base armor. He's got 25 armor.
It's all gone.
It's all gone.
That's why
You're
you
in the
need
negatives.
You need the bonus. You need the plus armor in this game, right? That's what you need here.
But like Furion just doesn't naturally build that.
No. The other answer is evasion here.
Yeah. Could build a butterfly, I guess.
They don't have the best evasion builders, right? Like, the only thing I can see is butterfly on the Furion, and that's a very mixed item on this hero.
Yeah.
You don't have a Radiant Spire in this game. That feels a little bad. That's kind of it. I mean, otherwise you just have to build armor and survive.
So it's just AC on Pango, Shivas on Malrine, and...
I mean, your other option is kill them first. That's always the answer in Dota. Like, if there's some truth in it. If you just get refresher Shivas on the Primal and you run this guy in and you double pulverize the TA or something, there's no one dealing a huge amount of physical off the bonus armor reduction. The co-op's mainly magical. Something Falcons could think about, though. It is a lot harder with their support duo because they don't have a hero like this Batrider that can go in and look for an easy initiation target. They're pretty dependent on this Primal getting pulverizes off in this game, or finding Team Spirit at an objective or a choke point with the Rolling Thunder. Let ATF provide the control. The lane shove is just so annoying right now between the wolves, the traps. You're afraid to show versus the Batrider. We're seeing Skeeter get some of the farm off the sides of the map, but these lanes are not easy to get in deep right now for Falcons. It's the reason we're seeing them group up so much.
Yeah. And also, like, Skeeter, what he did there, he scanned before he teleported, right? You're not going to have a scan to teleport every single... Oh, one shot!
Wait, he died to the neutral.
How is that even possible? He technically did not get one shot. He got left with, what, 10 HP? The neutrals are out to get Team Spirit. That's 2 in a row.
Dude, that's an amazing death summary. He took a 1350 single shot by the TA.
Uh-huh.
Or I guess in 2 hits with the meld. No, 1 shot. Yeah, 1 shot. And then he died to 90 damage on the physical Black Dragon.
And it was in the same instant. That's crazy. Well, Team Spirit maybe denied the last hit on that Snake King kill, but will not be denied a lane of barracks. Falcons can't stop this one. And if Skeeter's not careful...
Is he dead?
I think it's looking on the crits. Nope.
That's not a good sign for Falcons right now, though.
No.
This Aegis got some work done, and it felt too easy. Single support pick-off, you find another hero with the Batrider, chain it into a barracks, use that banner. 13k lead out of nowhere, and you still have Aegis for 20 seconds.
He just denied the banner?
It does give it a decent amount of gold.
Didn't think you could do that.
Nothing is free, Austin.
Man, and that's just the Templar Assassin, but I want to see Collapse get on top of Skeeter. See what happens there, because he's got that harpoon and all that minus armor too. It's a double damage threat here from Team Spirit.
That's where you just have to jump first if you're Falcons. Like, you can't let these fights develop in a way where the damage is going into you. You have to jump this TA. You have to remove Yatoro's ability to just slay you in the fight, and that means getting Maureen in here. The refresher is done for the Primal Beast. This is your chance to turn this game if you can find some big core pickoffs. No Aegis to deal with. The Furion can help deal with the lane pressure while you make moves. But once again, Spirit,
they always know.
It's just so hard to catch this team. They're incredibly patient. They're incredibly disciplined. They don't mind giving up some net worth to make sure they don't die in the wrong moments.
And still items flowing in. BKB for Rue.
It's
not much
overwhelming.
Not much they could do to stop that unless Maureen's willing to use one of his pulverizes to grab that Bat Rider. But as you said, they want to be starting fights, not reacting to them.
I think if the fight starts on you, it's almost over. If you're Falcons, like, it's going to take some insane turnaround with the AoE control they have between the Dark Willow and the Pango. Because the damage is way too quick, and it doesn't commit big ults or anything, right? You're just going in with some Meld Strike, Sonic Wave, or whatever, and well, guess what? You still have a full Lycan to play with. You still have a Lasso to play with. Do have a gem on Falcons. It's a huge thing to play around in this game. They put it on the Pangolier. Got to get some D-wards going. Got to kill some of these traps. Deal with the wolves. Give yourself some vision security in this game.
Rogue's just hunting every corner of the map, making sure there's nobody lurking around these trees.
Level 25 online for Yatoro. On top of that, Swift Blink, plus the monocle range, plus Alert for extra attack range. This TA is insane right now.
Oh, Rue tried, but Maureen, he pushes out the wave, just blinks back.
There's a reason we see the Blink purchase here for snaking. I mean, that's your best defensive item at this point in this game.
Yeah,
this one, they go on you, you somehow blink out. Nothing else saves you at this point.
Well, when Yatoro has the capability to one-shot you, what's going to happen if he has an extra second, thanks to this Meld Bash talent?
Yeah, it's just disgusting. If you look at his attack range, too, that's another problem. He's basically just a straight ranged hero at this point.
Falcons, they'll get their chance to make an initiation, but Team Spirit is not going to give them an easy target. They're slow pushing the waves in with the Siege Wagon and the Dragon and Yatoro. Oh, he jumps forward, 1,000 damage, not good enough, but he got down before Mark can get him with the Rolling Thunder, and now he's pushed away with the Sonic Wave. Now he's dead!
There's your gem, too.
Complete and total counter from Team Spirit. Everything that Falcons are trying to do here, Spirit has an answer. Maureen tries to get the grab on Rue. It's not good enough. Team Spirit now pushing in more forward than before. A ward to be dropped, 5 heroes ready to go, and they're just waiting. Falcons, they got to make, oh, there's another Belt Bash. Great Decrepify timing there from Snake King, but Laurel still has the finishing blow. It's not all physical damage here as much as we're hyping up the Lycan and the Templar Assassin. There's more to come from this Queen of Pain.
You got to the Butterfly on the Furion. I mean, that's your best item to try and combat this timing right now. Skeeter has to be able to sit in the middle of the fight and deliver some damage. There's no one else who's dealing the big deeps right now. You're just watching another lane go. And that's to wait for the respawns. Spirit are out.
And there's still the fact that Yatoro could just play off of side blades.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, half of his game has been side blades this entire time.
There's the fact that they don't even have to commit for these pushes. They can just throw the summons in, the Giga Ward. If you go up to try and hit these, guess what? You're getting lassoed by a BKB Bat Rider. Then you have to commit your Primal. These pushes are not easy.
To Collapse want the amp damage? No, Laurel says, that's for me, brother. I've got the bottle. They've got an Aegis now for Yatoro for the final push in top lane. Falcons,
they're in trouble.
They have been giving away a lot, but it's time to make your final stand.
This is where, you know, we've seen Falcons be in this position in that previous series, and they managed to make the comeback with a very similar lineup. But this is just a different team, man.
They know. Falcons know they have to go outside of the base. They can't just wait. And Laurel jumps into a ward here. An opportunity. Oh, the melt action stops. Laurel, he throws out the Sonic Wave, and he's going to be okay. But the Templar Assassin, maybe in a little bit of trouble.
Those have the Aegis.
He's got the Aegis, but they're trying to commit to him anyway.
Skeeter.
He goes down the first time. Now it's going to be up Rue. He's up next. But here comes Yotaro. Yotaro is back. They put him in the Sprout, but Yotaro blinks forward. A melt, and he just decimates the entirety of Falcons. They're left now on buybacks, one of which they don't have. Skeeter can't return to the fight, and Crit's gone too. That's 3 left for Falcons. The end is nigh in this game 1. Team Spirit are going to close this out.
Overwhelming net worth advantage. You had a refresher shard on that Queen of Pain, so you have a second round of everything for Laurel when he escapes there off the Meld Bash, stunning the Primal. This TA just got way too high level, way too fast. There's an MKB to top it off.
Again, the Meld Bash. You get half a second, if that, of a grab on a collapse before Yotaro. He strikes. He strikes hard. 2 down, and the final snaking. The captain.
This hero ignores a lot of the single target focus. You need overwhelming damage to bring him down, or the mana burn. They don't have the mana burn. Do they have the overwhelming damage? Kind of. But that Sven matchup is really bad. Like, it's one of the worst carry-to-carry matchups in the game for Sven. The other one's like Faceless Void, which we don't see at all. But maybe we'll see it game 3 if Yotaro wins this one. You just jump in, you try and burst this guy. If you don't just completely clear him, you get Stone Gaze, your fight as Sven is over. You're too BKB dependent. He just clears out the fight, resets it. You can't re-all in him again. So this carry matchup's tough, the Doom matchup's tough. It's a very good Dusa pick. But Falcons do have a lot more jump this game. They got the Bat Rider, they have the Puck, they have the Sven who can jump in. They even have a Doom who can maybe go Blink build as well. They have way more ways to start fights and look for little plays on the map. And we saw how tough it was for them in that game 1. They're trying to make plays behind a Primal plus supports. That's kind of their only initiator, while the map's getting pushed in around them from that Lycan TA. So they should have a better time making fast plays this game, assuming they can control the waves a bit better.
Team Spirit will also have less information compared to game 1, right?
That's another thing. They should be able to control the waves better because they're going to get up against less map manipulators in the hands of Team Spirit, right? Spirit are going to have to do a much better job at where they're showing cores and who they're showing where, because their support duo is a little clunky. Like, that's where the real tempo comes in. The tempo change at least comes in for me between game 1 and game 2 here. Rubik's Silencer need levels. They need level 5. They need level 6 in particular to really do anything around the map. And if you have a carry who's also going to AFK farm jungle for a long period of time, this could result in a very slow early to mid-game for Team Spirit. The panel talked about the emphasis on the Storm in particular to be the big playmaker here. I agree with that. Like, all eyes on Laurel to have a good game. And his game is not the easiest. Into the Puck Coil, into the Doom, into the Lasso. Some big ults that can catch an all in him here. Need a good performance out of mid for Spirit to play this early game.
Which means this laning phase is going to be particularly important then. Storm versus Puck, and Maureen already got the early deny and a range creep, so good start for him. Maposhka, though, out of position, and will be the first to fall. Falcons will take first blood.
Super nice pickup for Amar. Trying to get some momentum after that game 1 loss. You come in here, get a first blood on one of your signature heroes. As scary as that collapse Mars is, I feel like Amar's Doom is really underrated because we just haven't seen it as much recently.
Yeah,
but he absolutely dominates on this hero.
I thought it was so funny we were talking about the ban Mars in game 1, and I remember thinking to myself, that ban might return, but on Falcon's side, because Collapse is also, I think, likely to pick up the Mars, and if he wins with the here, we may see the Mars get banned by Falcons as well. Though there was a bit of a funny interaction, Amar calling out the facet choice of Collapse, saying he should have gone Victory Feast. Why did he go Bloodsport?
I think Bloodsport is the stronger facet when there's saves in the game or turnaround potential. You're trying to get in the arena. Yeah. Maybe Amar feels like the Feast it's been buffed recently. It has very good numbers. It's kind of hard to turn that facet down now.
Yeah.
Just based off the numbers. But I do agree in these clutch games, you're at a BO5 grand final. It takes one good jump, one good fight to win you a game and get you to that trophy. Division advantage is pretty hard to turn down in that situation.
Particularly when there is a save here on the other side in the form of the Pugna. Being able to block out that vision, stop that save could be really good. But Amar, maybe he's just pointing out that Collapse is just being a tryhard. is he said, I think he said something like, why do you want to win now, or something like that.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Maybe he's
attack.
asking for a little mercy. No, I don't think ATF will ever do that.
No, he's certainly not the type to do so. 3-minute lotuses are coming up soon, so we'll see a bit of aggression here in some of these side lanes.
I will say the one thing about that facet choice to finish that discussion is the Victory Feast would have been interesting because of the mana return into the Dusa.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
the
was
Storm.
thinking.
Like, that's the part that would have been interesting to me this game. But again, that is dependent on you like getting kills in that arena and snowballing that way. And Collapse as a player he has a very clear idea of what his job in the game is, and he might just feel that that's not going to be a necessary path for them to go down. Like, maybe he's just going to go and catch this puck. Maybe you kill him, maybe you don't. But if you can block out the saves, that could be a way bigger component than trying to restore mana to your other 2 cores.
See, Malrine trying to play around the tower shots where you phase shift in order to get the extra HP, but a bit of a punish coming out from Laurel as he vortexes him under the tower and gets a bit done.
Such an even laning phase. Outside of that first blood on the silencer, like the CS is so close across all these cores. Amar may be suffering a little, but he got the first blood, so that boosts him up into the early bracers and sustain, holding his skill points here as well. Seeing what develops on this lane. If he wants Scorched Earth for an all-in kill, maybe you can get a little greedier with some Devour. Maybe you find a good creep on one of those camps too that can push you in that direction.
If the Satyrs spawn in the hard camp, right, you want to get
100%.
that mana burn creep.
I think that's what he was looking for, but the camps have been blocked out, but he didn't find anything, so he's just going to take the point and Scorched. Continue to try and CS here with the extra stats already online.
Now, you and Kezu were having a conversation. Kezu called out the silencer pickup, and I actually didn't hear. You seemed hesitant about the silencer for sure. Why was that?
I think the silencer makes sense. It's a very good hero for Spirit here, and I think Kezu was feeling it because it's a hero that they will play as opposed to a lot of other teams.
Of course, yeah.
I still feel the hero's a little clunky, and I was trying to think, is there a better saving support or counterplay support first to bat? Like, would Maposhka play an Oracle? Probably not, right? We almost never see him play the hero.
Yeah.
But he does bust it out occasionally. The other big one I was thinking is, like, this Shadow Demon we just haven't seen. Ooh, Spear Clip Snaking brings him down. Nice little pickup for Collapse. I was expecting a Shadow Demon to come out in this series at some point. We haven't seen it this tournament.
But like, do you love the Shadow Demon?
That hero has to have a place in this meta with the way some of these picks are going. And if there is a team and player that'll bust it out, it's Maposhka for Team Spirit. So I was kind of debating if he'd go down that route, but Silencer has been the more stable hero here. And it does offer Spirit a lot in this game in terms of counter initiation. Falcons did pick a Pugna into that hero. That can be a tough matchup.
Yutoro, he's still got another Mango to go, so this is not a free kill. They got him low, but not low enough. The Mango keeps Yutoro alive. The rotation did come out from Rue, but Rue, I actually just noticed he's the one to claim that last hit on crit.
Well, you got to study at the altar of Yapsor, right?
Of course. If
that's
playing the Rubik.
I mean, that's what Fate Bolt's for. It's the last hit kills.
And he'll still be able to perform his support duties, though from the opposite side, he'll play for the 6-minute power rune.
Could be a nice rune for Laurel if you get a early regen or arcane here. Malrine should get both sides checked, so not the rune he was hoping for, but he will win the rune in the invis. Take it away from the storm.
Structures are fortified.
Going to be a lot of stacking this game. That is something to watch out for. I mean, you have a Medusa on one side, a Sven on the other. Then you have this Bat Rider. You have a Rubik, 2 4s that can easily stack. Look towards those triangles around that 15-minute mark. As Snaking wants to accelerate his opening into the Team Spirit stack potential. You take down these early tier 1s, suddenly maybe you can contest those. That would be really juicy here.
Yeah, despite the... Okay, so Snaking is employing the exact same strategy as we saw in Game 1. It didn't really work for them at all. I mean, they weren't able to take those early towers very quickly. And in general, it did feel like they're limited on map control. Is that just because they lost too much of the early game and it snowballed?
Radiant are scanning.
I feel like they just couldn't make concise moves and combine the cores. Like, we never saw the Pango plus the Primal combine in that bottom lane, for example.
Yeah, okay.
To kick the TA out and take that tower. And I think if you're trying to play with pace in this meta, the core combining has to happen somewhere around that, like, 8 to 12-minute mark. Like, you're not going to break the lane super early unless you're, like, Monkey King mid going for Wisdom Shrine or something. But that's the way you can kick these heroes off the lane. and you have to bring cores to it. You have to make that play. It has to be a very quick smoke play, something with a power rune. That just never happened.
But I feel like then that same problem is present here for Falcons lineup. I don't think that Doom and Sven are going to be running around at that 8 to 12 minutes either.
The one lane you'd love to kill is the mid. Like, you want to get coils on the Storm and bring the weaker support duo, the slower support duo behind the Storm and skirmish up that way. I think that is the pressure point for Falcons if they can make it happen. But you also have to get the stacks up. You have to make sure your side laners are doing okay. And ultimately, you have to be able to line that gank up. Power runes help you. That's the big arcane you were looking for here for both mids.
Yeah.
So now this coil gank is really tempting. Either on the Storm, maybe quick smoking Maureen to...
I don't know if you want to go to the Dusa.
That's the problem. It's a Dusa. It's hard to make that committal play this early game.
Snaking, stumbling into Maposhka, sitting on the high ground. Maureen will protect him, and Maureen, well, he's got the arcane rune, so he's just going to drop it, try and go for that quick kill. Couldn't get him on the waning rip.
Orb.
Now he's a bit low on mana. He's got one orb to work with. The curve, all the way around. He jumped to it early. It doesn't land on Maposhka. He's not done yet. Maposhka, oh my, I thought he was going to get another neutral creep deny.
No. He's not that good, you know. He's only a 2-time TI champ here. That arcane rune's just nasty. 6-second orb. You just can't run away.
Yeah, he hits Larl again. He commits.
Yeah, just some good harassment. This is really efficient damage.
Yeah.
But this is the lane where Falcons can definitely get some action, and then you're close enough to continue getting the stacks up. Another set of stacks by Crit. He will get both. This jungle is primed for the Sven. Maybe you can even go in there with like some Doom Puck spells if you want to clear some of the hard camp out or whatever. I don't think Amar will ever turn down some stacks.
Strategic differences, I do feel like Falcons in the game one as well, even though they lost, they were doing more stacking than Team Spirit, and I feel like we've seen that through, historically speaking. Falcons is one of the teams that's going to stack the most, but I also feel like Team Spirit doesn't usually rely on stacks nearly as much as many of the Western European teams.
They rather get more done on the lanes, right? They rather enable collapsing Yatoro as much as possible lane-wise, and then they can just farm out the jungle faster. I think they are incredibly consistent at farming that Ancient behind the safe lane. Like, I think Yatoro clears that more than almost any other carry.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
So that makes up for it a little bit. He almost always plays an Ancient clearing carry, or will just do it with anything. But you're right, like, they don't stack as consistently. They rather contest power runes, go for plays like this.
Deja vu, another coil, exact same spot on Rue. Maureen chasing him down. Same time though, Larl, he tried to get the kill on Snaking. Decrepify protects him for now. He turns back, and they got the silence on Maureen, and Maureen's the one to die. He lost his courier too.
Was trying to play aggressive with this illusion rune Dispel, but gets caught by the last word and maybe not expecting the Mars to rotate in there. See the God Strength for the stacks. This could just sacrifice your mid tower though. This is a catapult wave going in.
Like you said, Spirit want to get more done on the lanes. An early tower kill, early hero kills. That's getting something done.
Extra in for the silencer. Level 6 already online for this Rubik. Falcons just have to fall back to the efficiency game.
Oh yeah, thinking about it, it feels even better, the Spirit playstyle that they have here for the heroes that they have, right? The kills give you more experience for the Rubik, as you said, 6 on him. That's fantastic. But also, it means more galvanized stacks for the Storm Spirit. That is also a bit of a snowballing measure.
I think Spirit are also good at timing when to commit for the stacking. Like, they recognize this Dusa needs stacks in this game, but he doesn't need them very early on. There's no reason to stack super early here. No one can clear some big Ancient stack very early in this game.
Yeah.
It's inefficient for you, whereas for Falcons, they can do it a bit earlier with the Sven coming in. So you will want stacks here at some point if you're Spirit, but you want them later on when the Dusa can do it a lot more efficiently and when Yatoro's ready to come in and clear that. Otherwise, you're just setting an objective up for Falcons here. So playing on the lanes worked out better for them. Now they have 6s on both supports. I feel like this support duo could have been a liability this game, but they've gotten through the early game really nicely. And now you have Global plus Spell Steal available. Instant Arena top crit not allowed to sit up here. We saw how long Rue was able to sit in that safe lane last game as Bat. Crit is instantly punished. Notice the difference here.
Yeah, and I also would note some of the similarities to Game 1. Another situation where the Snaking Pugna just can't seem to get this mid tower. Like, even if it's just the silencer sitting there, it's just early curse, last word on him. And then Snaking only gets one blast with the creep wave pushing in. Doesn't really get that much done. Coil. And into the pass. Maureen tries to get in front of him. Doesn't actually make it. Now collapses over the pass. And away he goes.
And that spear on the Sven so he can't get the Stormhammer out leading into that puck teleport was big.
Yeah.
That's a coil and a haste rune down. Maureen, he has gotten the power runes. We saw the tips coming out saying, nice luck, bro. But he hasn't been able to use them for anything. Now there's a gank going into him. Global's available.
Oh, but he used the orb. Global silence into
done.
the last word. Too many silences. Maybe Snake King with the Decrepify. The magic damage is still enough, though, and now Snake King's in trouble. Amar, he teleports in. The time he shows up, he's going to chase after Moposhka. Teleport. Nope. Telekinesis throws him back into Snake King. Skeeter on the other side. God Strength. Starts going to work on Naru, but the drain. Oh, wait, he's outdoing. Oh, he finally gets the final blow in. And the Storm Spirit, he brings Skeeter low, but now he's out of mana. Collapse covers him with the spear.
No arena for 10. Gotta be careful you don't bleed out more here if you're Spirit.
If they can just get the stun on him, they got the stun. And the God's Rebuke, can he push him away? Okay.
I mean, he's laughing that all the way to the bank. I think he was dead there anyway.
Yeah,
but maybe Amar wanted the last hit, you know, send a message. I'll take the streak. That's a 400 gold kill. That pushes Doom to the top. I mean, that's a great exchange for Falcons.
It's good to see Collapse in high spirits, and they should be. They're up one game in this series, but game 2 is a much more even affair. You know I can see you, right? Mark, is he calling out that Collapse isn't actually laughing?
He was laughing, so
I don't know.
They're only 10 feet apart.
Man, Moposhka's just a menace with this silencer. There's a reason why people were calling for it so aggressively.
He's really good.
Game, and he's really good at it.
He's really good at these backline kind of disjoint supports in the fight. Like these heroes that can counter-initiate or split a fight up. That's why his Elder Titan is very good as well. Similar concept. You need to know when to pull the trigger on that spell in the middle of the engagement.
Amar he's growing large, man. He is kind of keeping up with Yatoro. And they're finally going to make their smooth move to the Dusa, it seems like, but it's interrupted by Laurel. He catches them midway through the staircase, and that completely kills that entire idea.
Another move for this puck that does not work off another power rune. That was a shield rune puck with the Witchblade done. Falcons just can't get moves against Spirit. The defensive gameplay is way too good. Didn't have global for that storm jump, or maybe they commit there, but maybe if they see the shield rune, they try and back off anyway. Did get a D-ward out of that. You're getting a little more map control here. The vision game is working for Falcons.
And they're still playing for the stack game as well.
That is also working.
Yeah, even if your offensive moves aren't working, the defensive plays of stacking and just farming is still working for Falcons.
That said, I feel like we have talked about a lot this game, and the one thing we have not said is the Dusa. Because there is no pressure going into the Medusa, and
totally
he is mega farmed. He's level 13.5 already. I've seen this before, Austin. I have seen Yatoro in this position. I'm going to say he tends to carry those games.
He kind of
does. A little more than he doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, this is a scary hero in this game to give this kind of start to. This many levels, this much ancient farm early with just... There hasn't even been an attempt at a kill on this guy other than that laning phase where he turned it around. So I'm a little worried that, yeah, you are getting a lot of efficiency for Falcons. You're finding good farm on the Doom and the Sven. You're getting power runes for the puck. He finds another regen rune. With that mid tower going down, you can now get aggressive.
Oh, the stolen orb. Almost bursting him down. Spear in. Straight to the back of Snake King. And Laurel to collect his galvanized stack.
Dude, Falcons cannot get on Spirit's side of the map. You look at where the vision's been, it's been the river and nothing past that. You look at where the moves have worked, it's been going to these stairwells and nothing past that. Spirit have a very good idea of how to play this game. They're just putting up the wall. Like, they're just playing defensive, buying time for the Medusa, not making too many aggressive plays of their own, and maintaining a slight net worth lead. I mean, it's a good thing Falcons had the stacks this game, because the aggressive potential has not worked out. At least the farming potential has.
Okay, so what's the worry here for both sides? If we let this game go late, we go another 20 minutes and net worth is still even. We heard the panel, they seem to be heavily favoring Team Spirit in that regard. It seemed like they felt Falcons, the onus was on them to be making plays. Do you agree?
In the mid-game, yes. I do not think you want to give Medusa multiple Aegises in this game.
Sure.
It's not going to end well for you. That said, I think you have more room to scale here than just, oh, Dusa auto wins. Like, you have an ATF Duke. I think you can always win late game with an ATF Duke.
Sure.
His itemization on this hero is usually very good. It's very on point. He knows how to manipulate the timings off the Devil's Bargain. He's going to go for some early auras here, but he can absolutely trade these in later and scale incredibly hard as well.
So the threat is going to be largely around just the entirety of the Deuce's timing. He's tanky. He's got a pipe. He's got an Essence Ring still. Back up to half HP, but surrounded by 5 heroes. Not so tanky when you've got 5 heroes taking pot shots at you. And once again, Falcons rotation, well, it doesn't connect with the Doom. And if it runs into Yatoro, I can't imagine that working either.
Are they going to try and burst him?
They're actually going to go for it. They get the grab onto the Rubik at the same time, but Yatoro got off the Stone Gaze. There's the reset measure. Rue, he gets slammed pretty quickly by Skeeter, but that's all they'll get for now.
Oh, they almost found Yatoro.
Yeah, Yatoro slips right past their vision.
Skeeter would have had him if you'd guessed the 50-50 there. I mean, they got him to 0 mana. He had nothing left in the tank. Surprised that Global Silence never got popped there.
So yeah, the biggest problem for Falcons is going to be the Dusa hitting this like 4, 5, 6 item timing. If we go super late, then Falcons, you know, the narrative maybe changes. All 3 of their cores are pretty scary late game.
Yeah, Puck and the Doom can pick up some of the scale where the Sven's going to fall off. And of course you have Batrider. We've seen Batrider just win some of these late games because it becomes too hard to play against that jump, especially with like Ags, BKB in this game or something. You can bypass Global, you can get in there, lasso 1 or 2 heroes, set that fight up, get multiple Dooms off. You can play around the Dusa a little bit in that regard by taking all these other heroes out of the fight. So I like Falcons' chances better if this game goes later. They don't have to play into like crazy vision mechanics either. Yeah. That was just so debilitating game 1.
Yeah.
Here, your best vision mechanic is Dusa on the front line. Like that with Aegis, maybe you give an Aegis to Storm if the Deuce is truly invincible. That's what's going to give you the strength and the confidence to go against this Batrider and pushing objectives. But if you don't get those Roshans in the first place, it becomes a lot harder to just push towers off the Deuce's timing. Like, you're a bit scared of this guy getting dragged into just an all-in off, dooming him, jumping in with the Sven. Puck is silencing Dream Coiling in the back line. That fight becomes really weird.
For this little window, Falcons have the pipe advantage, but it's not going to last long. Collapse almost has his own pipe after the Eul's Scepter. It's a shame for Falcons. Oh, they got a lasso onto Laurel with the Global Silence. It allows Laurel to escape. One of the problems there, you get that initiation. You have to be really quick with it. Otherwise, the Global Silence will stop that follow-up.
Maureen's still smoked, though. Could develop into Slain here. He has the tail end of an amp damage. I'll have a pause there. I don't think Laurel was getting jumped, though. He just got BKB as well.
Yeah.
IRL.
Bug in real life. Rue is being attacked by bugs outside of the game, not inside. Don't worry, the admin's here to protect you, Rue. Can he get it?
I mean, he's young, right? He's got good reflexes.
Yeah. Could we see an Obama moment? Get the fly right on camera?
That takes me back to the Ice land.
The cockroach on the keyboard.
That was a real bug in real life. He did not like that one.
You knew I was cold-blooded.
Collapse, speed greater than strength. See if he has the speed to be able to grab the fly out of the air. All right. Fly or whatever bug problem alleviated. Mjolnir is done. I have to say, I am really enjoying this Medusa build that we've been seeing, where the Mjolnir into Aghanim Scepter and just mass lightning going around.
It's a lot of damage. If you get it all together and then you take a fight, it's insane how much DPS you can put out.
That being said, it does make the hero squishier than the traditional Butterfly Scotty build.
Yes, you're squishier, and your single target DPS isn't as high sometimes if it's just like an isolated target, because you want all these chain lightnings bouncing around, hitting like 5 or 6 dudes.
Yeah.
So if you just run into a solo hero, the build can feel a little underwhelming sometimes. But that's where Storm comes in. Give you some of that extra single target burst and a quick little Tormentor pickup shard for the Rubik.
A pickup allows him to pick up allies, that is.
Yep. And Glimmer Cape already online for Rue. I think it's a pretty good Rubik game. Like, this is going to be a tough target to bring down unless you're willing to commit big ults on him. He's already got the max Arcane Supremacy up. This is a 60% magic resist hero with Glimmer Cape active available. You really have to respect this hero's magic resistance now.
I thought Brian said 65%. Get the numbers wrong for me? What happened?
Well, I'm always going to lie to the panelists.
You can have that point, but you're not going to be 100% truthful. That's dirty pool.
Well,
right
the trick
there.
is you can get it up to around 70, close to there, if you buy like a Kaya-based item. So that's why you go the Meteor Hammer Ruby.
Oh, okay. I see where we're going.
I didn't want to propose that to him.
Yeah, Brian's a smart enough analyst. He wouldn't take that bait.
Go check out my match history, though. That is a pretty successful build. I'll just throw it out there.
I don't believe you.
I don't think we're going to be seeing Meteor Hammers in this grand final.
Hey, the Blink Dagger is back for Maureen, so. Falcons do feel like they've been a bit stymied in their aggressive plays. Maybe the Blink Dagger makes the difference. They've got another aura item as well. Again, because you have a Doom, you're kind of always one aura item up on Team Spirit, but does that matter if you never get the team fight?
Got to use these auras for something. Falcons really want to fight right now. They're closing in on the Sven BKB. That's going to be the trigger to make an aggressive play, force something into Roshan here, because you have all your blinks, you have your auras, you're going to have your Sven BKB timing. You need one more set of camps here to get it. Spirit continuing to just try and farm up, play defensive, wait for the Deuce of Ags. Both these teams are going to be hitting their stride at basically the exact same point here. Dead even game. Comes down to execution, who can find the better angle.
Collapse spotted by Crit. Thanks to a high ground ward, that will be their pickoff. Push back in, they actually tried for the global silence. Can Collapse actually get out of here? I mean, the cold's going to be used, but he protects himself with the arena. Maureen jumps in after him, and the Decrepify just TPs away.
What an escape. Perfect utilization of Global into a second Yules.
And Falcons are scrambling to get something else on the map, failing to get the Mars kill. They jump after the supports who just took the mid tower away from them. They only get the life of one of them.
I like that play from Skier, right? He got his BKB done. Let's just instantly start looking for action. Let's not dwell on some failed gank attempt.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll take this game into my own hands. Somebody has got to die right now. Did pop God Strength for it, though, so you can't Roshan right here.
Yeah.
Really would have wanted to, because that Deuce timing was a little slower than your BKB on that Sven.
He didn't really get to hit much after. Didn't get to like hit some Ancient Camp or something like that. Daedalus is going to be the next item for him.
Get those big crits and it can give you the DPS to take this Deuce down in your chain stun.
Sven kept the Sister Shroud, and I was like, oh, that gives me an idea. How many Team Spirit members have Sister Shroud? None of them, surprisingly.
Would have been a nice item this game, against the Sven in particular.
Yeah, Sven's got to be one of the heroes most debilitated by that snaking. He gets off the Decrepify. Maposhka's in from the other side.
Yeah, he's not getting out of here.
And Amar will leave his support to die.
So similar smoke timing with the carry. They get a pick off. Team Spirit's going to try and transition it into more on the map right now, but also not just going back for that Roche, which it's a lot slower for them. This makes sense here. And it's also going to change sides. So the timing would have been a little off. Instead, Yatoro, he'll TP top.
There's more farm to be had.
Oh yeah, he is farming it up, man.
After this, it'll be the inhibitor. An extra bit.
What are you doing there, son? Pick on someone your own size.
Laurel and Mapochka stuck around in this bottom lane. The waves pushing into the tier 2 combined with this high ground ward. They're hoping that somebody from Falcons would return. Nobody has.
These two obs are really good for Spirit right now. We're seeing this one just scout out this Doom around mid. I mean, these are two deep wards around pivotal positions in the map. Definite vision advantage for Spirit right now. That's why they're playing so far up. I mean, Laurel's just hitting this tier 2 ball. You don't make this kind of play without the confidence information gives you. They really want this tier 2. Would open up the outpost.
And Team Spirit saying you can have the middle of the map. I mean, there were four of us on this right-hand side of the map, and then you've got Yatoro still farming on the left-hand side of the map, and he's a hard kill to get.
But you've got Skeeter doing Roshan with an amp damage.
Oh, okay, that definitely changes things. An amp damage and a God Strength.
Spirit are here, though. It's just not fast enough you get it for free. But it would have to be a jump from Collapse.
Can he get another third Aegis steal?
No.
No. BKB goes up. Wait, where's the Aegis? Somebody grab the Aegis. Why didn't you grab the Aegis? Maureen gets it just in time. What an idea. Your Toro's just planted himself in front of all 5 of these heroes, but he's out of mana. He's out. He's got a little bit of stick charges to work with, and Laurel helps protect him. They can't seem to do enough, and all the split shots are just raining in on the Falcons members. It doesn't matter how many heroes you had here. The extra life that you grabbed on Maureen, it's 3 dead, soon to be 4th. Oh, a TP away from snaking. It makes it, but it's Maureen who gets pinned by Collapse.
An insane fight from Spirit. They get there just in time. No Aegis Snatch available, though I say that thing sat on the ground for so long. It is ridiculous. I think he got caught by something, right? Gorgon's Grasp or whatever Yatoro threw in the pit. Collapse almost did it again. That said, it's still easy cleanup for Spirit. You get the Dusa in the middle of that fight. No Doom goes out. Your auras are okay, but got mana drained on the Doom. The defusal on the Dusa was just laying into everybody. Removed all the mana from Falcons. It's supposed to be the other way around. You're supposed to be mana draining the Dusa. He's mana draining you. That is not a good feeling.
No, it's not.
The item timings on this Medusa are just way too good right now. You look at his net worth. When you can go in a fight at 25 minutes for that Roche with effectively 4 slots plus a gauntlet, unless you're dying first, you're winning that fight.
Yeah, we pretty much all but guarantee.
Is this where you all chat it?
Continues.
It's just chilling, man.
He's just giving him a freebie. You want to up your hero damage a little bit? Don't worry, I got you, Snaking.
I'll boost your stats, no problem.
Make it so you don't look so bad at the end of the series after we 3-0 you.
Collapse the gentleman. What can you say?
What a nice guy.
Always looking out for the enemy team.
But yeah, we started off the whole Dusa talk, which was Falcons, this mid-game, try and stop this Dusa from hitting all the times. Well, that's happened. Plan A out the window. Now you got to go for Plan B, which is endure. Don't let this Dusa end the game on this timing, where she is going to be the strongest hero in the game for, the next 20 minutes?
You have to find Batrider pickoffs to slow the game down. Skeeter needs to continue to be involved because he will not scale well against the Dusa directly, but he can kill these other heroes around the map.
Yeah, they'll probably be lacking in damage if he's not there, so it's a good thing Skeeter shows up. Maureen finds the pickoff on Root.
I would almost like Skeeter to go that Silver Edge build on this Fen that we see Yatoro do. So you can play that kind of threat around the map, off the map, pick off threat. You also get the break here against the Mars. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like, you might be able to catch this Storm in a fight off a Storm Hammer occasionally. I just think you have to find ways to get this Fen involved around the map and not just, okay, we're going to eventually try and all in the Dusa straight up.
Grab onto Amar. Crimson Guard, Pipe, Blade Mail, very tough target.
Mana burned him. Sends a message.
They do. And Falcons do not overreact to this situation. They don't pull some of their cores out on the map back to base or anything.
Kind of interesting this mana burn scales off int now. A lot of int on Dusa. It actually does scale, but it's still kind of a... It's an 18-second cooldown is what kind of kills it.
Yeah. Hey, he still has another level to scale up as time goes on. 4x intelligence?
Yeah, as I was trying to do the quick math, I mean, this thing can be like a 500-600 mana burn.
Yeah, 600 mana burn just off the 4x sounds pretty nice.
Is that worth keeping the entire game over something like the Alpha Wolf Aura? Probably is, right? In terms of effective damage, it's close though.
I mean, it's not worth it if you go after somebody else that's not the Dusa. Then obviously you want that aura. But if they actually plan on trying to challenge the Dusa,
it's a very efficient
as an initiation, and it is going to be crazy efficient. It's also going to be really good for stalling out these sieges from Team Spirit, right? If they put Dusa on a high ground push on a tier 3, you just mana burn him once or twice. That's going to hurt. Smoke.
It's a big smoke for Falcons.
Oh, they try and place a high ground ward, but they don't see Laurel. Laurel's going to break the smoke, and he gets out.
Yes, Lincoln's BKB Arcane Rune is such a hard target to smoke into.
Laurel didn't jump away far. He's daring Falcons. Go ahead, try it. Daring Amar to try and get that Doom on him.
I mean, I feel like a broken record at this point, but it's another smoke move for Falcons that fails in this series.
Yeah.
They just cannot get an angle. in any of these plays.
Have they had a smoke that has killed a core in this series?
I can't remember one.
Plenty of supports, but...
I mean, it was supposed to be that play on the Mars bottom, but even he got out.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to set you back again here. Did get the Daedalus on the Sven. The damage is there.
And look at him going to the other side of the map. Scan successful on both sides of Spirit and Falcons.
And they immediately TP. It's like they know they were scanned. I'm getting scanned. I got to get out of here. Not even a chance to make the play on them. At this point, I mean, what are you supposed to do here if you're Falcons? It's getting really frustrating. You hit these item timings, you make the plays, you have some okay map control. Yeah, you're just hitting the tower with the puck. It's like, we got to take something.
Yeah, if you're AUI, you go into this third game. If you go down 0-2, what are you supposed to build a draft that operates without smokes?
You can go that route. It's just overwhelming ghost shove. Nonetheless, disperser for Yatoro. This will be a smoke from Spirit that they'll try and get to land. And
Laurel,
they're going to land
heads up by him. Long zip away. Maureen, they give chase onto him. Got the telekinesis in the pull. And his blink is not going to be enough. He could self-fuels. That's only going to delay the inevitable, which is a spear or a shield to the face.
Man, so tough to escape when that Storm has so much mana to play with. He still has all those galvanized stacks. And then you can just hold the global, right? If he ever self-fuels, just global and he comes down, he's dead.
It's even worse. Falcons brought the other 4 heroes here for a fight. They're not going to find one. Team Spirit got the kill, and then they backed out the lane. Assume we're just waiting on Roshan for Team Spirit, which Yatoro is also closing in on level 25. He's level 23 right now. Bloodthorn for his next item. Man, this damage is...
It's going to be insane.
It's really intense.
It's way too much right now. He's too far ahead. You got to shut him down.
Yeah, what happened to Dusa, like tanky hero, battle of attrition, just slowly working him down. This is like a burst damage Dusa.
I mean, the good news is he's going to build up his int a lot. If he gets to 25, he takes the 40 in. Your mana burn becomes better.
Collapse. Got the Yule Spear onto him. Chained into the Vortex now. Oh, we got off the Stone Gaze before the lasso.
Way too
Maybe
good.
they're both dead. Skeeter, he popped his BKB for that. And all he could do is sit there in vain, swinging onto the Medusa. Congratulations to Amar, who doomed up Maposhka. Did get that kill. Spear back onto 2 heroes. They'll isolate the Pugna for a 3rd kill. Triple on Laurel.
Sven Dusa in a nutshell. If you don't jump and all in this guy, the matchup's unplayable, and he never got the God Strength off. He gets initiated on, he takes the Spear, the Vortex, into the Stone Gaze. At that point, there's no way to turn that fight. Yeah, you get the Silencer kill, but you lose the bigger fight. You're about to lose more here. Toro, full resources, marching down your base 35 minutes in. You didn't pressure this Dusa. You didn't take away his timings.
We stopped there talking about the theory crafting of what would happen. Team Spirit pushing high ground. Maybe this mana burn could dissuade the Dusa from just hitting these buildings for free, but Team Spirit found themselves such a beautiful opening with those 3 kills that it's a full lane of barracks gone without a contest, and maybe a second before Falcons can even put together their full roster.
He just hit 25. He has the extra in. Great first mana pool. Buffs up ATF's mana burn. I mean, that thing's hitting real hard now.
Yeah, 200.
That's a 650 mana burn. Over 800 if you can get it to level 4. But you're looking at your base going down. Bloodthorn's going to be done for Yatoro. There's an amp damage in the river and Roshan spawning soon.
Team Spirit, they'll just play it safe. They can't even stop the siege wagons from getting the ranged barracks. Falcons, they can hardly deal with the creeps, let alone the heroes.
Game plan can't change, though. Your only way forward in this game is to just smoke, plan a ward, look for a lasso. Like, that is it. And honestly, at this point, you probably have to try and find Yatoro and all in him.
I wish you the best of luck with that one.
Need big crits. Big crits out of Skeeter, all in this Dusa. Doom him, lasso him. You have a chance in that fight.
And again, Laurel, just right place, right time, every single move. Oh, he's even going to go back, toying with Amar a little bit, teasing him. You're not going to get that initiation
Crit,
you're looking for. Crit sees Lincoln's block, Lotus Orb just in case, and now the lasso is in turn in the hands of Team Spirit.
Oh, such a fast Lincoln's throw.
Yatoro full offense, relying on his team for the defense. And a two-time TI winning squad, you know, they've put together the plays to make it happen.
This one, this team just feels unbeatable right now. Like, every play you have is instantly countered. They've already pre-built for it. Double Lincoln's Lotus already available to throw into this Medusa. Bloodthorn done.
Look at this fast play. Team Spirit already moving heroes to the other side of the map, letting Yatoro, knowing he's going to go uncontested on the Roshan, they go hunting out on the map. They find the Bat Rider, and the Roshan will still go the way of Yatoro.
They still have that Rubik Lasso to play with as well. So Aegis for Yatoro. Everything he could ever dream of. He's about to march down mid, trying to end this game. And there is not a lot stopping him. Going to take a miraculous team fight from Falcons to salvage this game. The crazy thing is this isn't even the biggest lead they've been down by, right? Like, they're only down by 16K. And it feels like they're down by 30 or 40.
It felt that way in game one, too. I remember looking at it, and it was like, it was only a 6K lead, but I was like, man, it doesn't feel that way. It feels like Team Spirit had this insurmountable advantage. And while it proved to be insurmountable, we'll see if it proves to do so in game two, as the close out is coming. 4 minutes left on this extra life from Yatoro. And a momentary pause is only going to heighten this dread that is building up for Falcons. What do they do about Yatoro?
Dire's middle barracks has
You watch him. That's it. There's nothing else you can do.
You escort him. Please, sir. Enjoy our base. Enjoy all the hospitality there is in this Dire base.
I mean, hope he pulls a 23 Savage, takes his hands off the keyboard at the wrong time. I don't know.
There you go.
It's happened at EWC before. Can't rule it out.
Better pray that bug comes back for you.
This guy is unstoppable right now. You have 3.5 minutes on this Aegis to just march it up a lane. So much defensive capability behind him.
And once again, Team Spirit, just so disciplined on their pushes. Nobody out of position. Yatoro hardly even being the one to hit the tier 3.
They're going to bait this Storm Illusion a little. They have Refresher on the silencer for double global.
Drop the banner. Mars trying to deal with it, got the spear onto the Doom. Chained in into the Vortex. He's almost dead already. Decrepify. There's the save from Snaking, but a Yule Scepter. It puts him back into place. Amar, with all his auras, will be able to escape, but it feels bad as now the push can continue with the banner still alive, and Yatoro halfway through his mana pool. Now it's going to be the Pug's turn. He tries to deal with it. Instantly Bloodthorn into the Yules, into the spear. That Yules, it's a trap. It's not a defensive play. It doesn't save you. Amar finally deals with the banner. Congratulations, you got the Seed Screams, you got the banner. But what about the heroes? Now Team Spirit are going to strike. And as Yatoro comes back into play with heroes still stuck inside the arena, he'll wipe him out. Laurel's already done the damage. He's got you. Crit spotted on the side, but with the buybacks coming in from Falcons, Team Spirit, they don't go for the killing blow. Not yet. They give him a moment. They back out, take a breather. Then back into the base. Collapse still looking for that Bat Rider. Here comes Skeeter. The final play instantly denied from a Yules. The Lincolns blocks it out. Doom, he's still operating on a Doom. He's holding on to it, but he doesn't have an opportunity. Not yet. Crit, he goes down. It's Laurel. Finishes him off. I stacked in with the mana regen to get away, dragging him away. There's that lasso from Rue, pulls Amar out of the way, and Yatoro threw it all standing in the middle. And he had his hands off the keyboard. He didn't need to touch a single key there. His team set him up to feast, and he just ate.
Phase, a hero that's been super dominant, a hero we've seen first phase banned out from some teams, in particular P-Vision, for how dominant they were with it. This does put a stylistic amount of pressure on Spirit and saying, hey, we're going to group up, we're going to get auras, we're going to be really tanky, we're going to have the ability to push objectives, push the high ground with the sustain. What is your answer going to be? And normally Spirit would adjust their tempo to deal with this. I go to their second TI win against one of the fastest teams of all time in Gaming Gladiators, who they 3-0'd in that final. Part of that was they came into that game one and they negated their tempo advantage by picking really fast cores. That was the game with the Weaver Treant safe lane that just defended the towers, had a really fast carry, got off to a fast start. This lineup is, I'd say, like mid-tempo for Spirit, right? Not as fast as maybe they would have liked against the Chen because it came out later, but they don't have mega cooldowns they have to wait for, and they have some heroes that can skirmish early. So I think they can deal with it, but I do think this is a really strong pick for Falcons, and if they can win lanes with the last pick sniper, with the ATF Razor specialty, with a really strong CK, I can see this Chen ball getting going. You have the Rost award to throw in on top of it. Like, there is some snowball potential here that could catch Spirit off guard.
Starting before the lanes, we had the Bounty Rune spawn. Team Spirit, a late smoke from there. Aim for a pickoff, and they've got one. Crit, he will be the victim of the first blood. Who's going to take the last hit? It's Yatoro, of course. Now, it doesn't feel great for Laurel. He's going to be gifted some tangos over from his supports. He's going to start his laning phase already low in a Monkey King versus Sniper matchup, and he did not get the first blood gold.
I think they're okay with this. I mean, mid is going to be a tough lane for the Monkey no matter what. This at least puts your SF in a really good position. You got the bonus souls as well. You're going into lane with triple Necromastery plus first blood gold. Could be fast boots. Really sways this Razor matchup. I think Amar might have been able to eke this out just because he's such a Razor master.
Yeah.
But now it looks really difficult. You're just not going to outlevel him. You're not going to have the boots first. It's going to be hard to get these links going, particularly against the Clockwork, who can run interference as well.
And we're going to see that employed right here. Only gets a little bit of a link, and now the attempted Maposhka, couldn't quite get the angle there for a cog push.
Harder when you don't have the boots up. Can't get out of the cogs fast enough to hit him back in before someone kills and runs away.
Right.
Still should be eyes on this mid lane. Like, what kind of advantage can Malrine extract with the last pick sniper here? It's going to be a big key to Falcon's success. You really need this sniper to snowball. This is not a hero that has had success at this event. He's not won a game yet. And for good reason. He's kind of slow, he's kind of clunky, his damage isn't that impressive. What he can do is give you a hero to play around in the early game with some good lane advantage, skirmish on those power runes. That's what you're looking for.
Now, I don't want to call you out, Avery, but I'm going to anyway.
Okay. Thanks
you
for the
said
heads
that
up.
you liked Falcons and what they did drafting-wise for Game 2, but when you were talking with Kezu, like, you guys were just posing the question, like, how do you deal with Spirit when they're in a form like this? And what you guys were talking about was actually trying to get better late game than Team Spirit and like keep that pressure off of you of needing to go into Spirit, end the game early. Skeeter, he's not able to get the kill on Rue. Collapse, good positioning there with a Starbreaker, but a lot of mana being burned away. You've got the Satyr mana burn and you've got early spells being casted. This Dawnbreaker is going to have very limited chances to get kills.
I feel like you missed half that conversation, Austin.
Okay, so
I said
continue.
I said two things Falcons can do to try and switch this series. Because so far their mid game has been pretty disastrous. They've not been able to make moves on Spirit. Spirit are incredibly disciplined and patient. It's very hard to get aggressive in the mid game and just try and find them around the map. So the two ways around that are, one, you do have better late game and you make them go into you. That's like an old school team secret strat, you know? Or you just straight out tempo them at a crazy pace. You go high ground at 20, 25 minutes. You never let Yatoro come online. You take that early Roshan super early. And even if the net worth is even, you have sustain, you have the ability to go high ground. You force them to fight you. Then in either of these situations, you're not left trying to find these guys around the map, which has so far been incredibly unsuccessful for Falcons. So I think Chen is a hero that can give you that second style. And can give you the ability to say, yeah, we're not going to build some crazy net worth lead, but we can just go high ground early. And now you have to fight us. And now it's like an even game, you know? Now, okay, we can just out-execute you in the team fight. Now, can you out-execute the Spirit in the team fight? I don't know. I mean, that's you want to be a world champion, that's what you're going to have to do.
Okay.
But at least you got an even shot, right? Like,
sure. I guess my question comes, how can you out-tempo them if you're finding that all of your smoke movements are not finding purchase? They're just not successful.
Well, that's why if you have sustained and objective taking, your smoke moves can be objective focused. Like, you're not smoking to go find Yatoro Medusa on the map. You're not smoking to go pick off the Collapse Lycan in game one. You're smoking to get vision out, take Roche. If you don't find anything, we do Roche in 30 seconds. If we don't find anything around this mid-tier 1, we're taking your mid-tower off this smoke play. If we don't find anything in your Ancients, we're going to go take a tier 2 and hit your high ground and make you show. These are the kind of plays that are going to get you some map control, some net worth, some game progression, no matter what, instead of trying to just catch ghosts around the map. Like, these plays for single target kills are not going to win you this series. The team is too good, they're too disciplined, they know how to maneuver around them. You need to have a secondary goal in mind with these plays, and that is, again, something the Chen CK sniper can give you in this game. The Rasta ward on top of it, like, you just drop this ward down, you get an objective, right?
Yeah. Now, you did say, a lot of eyes going to be on this mid lane, how much of an advantage Malrine can extract out of this mid matchup, so don't want to lose sight of that, but it doesn't seem like he's got much of an advantage. Larl's sitting at a very respectable 18-4 compared to the 20-4 of Malrine. This seems like perfectly fine for Larl.
He's doing really good, and there's no ganks coming into this mid lane. Nothing to take advantage of the 3 points in shrapnel that could give you the big early kill threat on this monkey. Dodges another shrapnel, gets another range creep. I mean, yeah, he's cruising in this lane. Completely even XP net worth. Super good outcome for Spirit.
Gets a slam and a kill, both on Snake King and his little dog too, as the Satyr goes down.
This laning phase is not looking good enough for Falcons right now. They're going to have to step it up. This Chen CK lane is really strong, but you're just straight losing it. You don't have equilibrium control. Your mid lane's a wash, and Yatoro had the first blood, so the SF is cruising.
Yeah, now you got the Soul Ring on to collapse, so the mana loss from this constant mana burn in lane, it's not a big deal. As long as he's got the HP to back it up, he can throw some hammers at him, siege for even more kills.
You have to get a kill in this game if you're Falcons. Feels a little bad. Where are you going to rotate to? Well, the first rotation's coming for you. It's Laurel and the Monkey King. Takes your Watcher, removes some of your vision. Could go back mid here, could linger around and try and find something. He's trying to dodge the later portions of this sniper matchup. Definitely not fun, even though he's done a really good job.
You also did call it on the Razor. Seems like Amar was not been able to extract an advantage out of the SF lane, probably in large part due to the early first blood.
No chance. It's an unfavorable matchup to begin with, and then you're going against the first blood. The only reason I had some hope is, I mean, it's Amar, right?
Yeah.
He's done some crazy things with this hero in the laning phase. He can win an unfavorable lane. It's not unheard of. This is just too much of an advantage to overcome. Yatoro sliding towards mid here.
Yeah, what is this?
What's going on here, man? This crit, man.
It's a gank on crit.
What is this?
Dude, the creativity of this team, man. They come up with some stuff that is just like, okay.
I feel like this was literally a move by Yatoro saying, I'm going to contest Rune, and if the Shaman goes to contest it, we'll kill him. Because they had the ward in the river. And now he's looking mid for the sniper. They want to kill Malrine, completely switch this matchup around. A level 4 Shadow Fiend gank.
You did not see that coming, did you? Amar, he still gets a good plasma field. He's going to try and run down Laurel. Laurel with the Jinko Master. He's keeping himself alive. And now Amar stuck in a cage. No way out through death. Double kill for Yatoro. A gank from the safe lane Shadow Fiend goes incredibly well. Up to 23 Necromastery charges already.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what you're supposed to do about that if you're Falcons. Like, what is this sequencing, right? It's just outplay. It's a skill diff right now. You're getting outmaneuvered. You're getting outnumbered. These moves, you don't expect them. Yatoro can make this because he has such a good start off the early lane
and
advantage.
Look at it. They're taking the Wisdom Shrine too because they were so successful.
This is already, it's just crumbling so fast. You didn't even have a chance to play this game. You have a level 3 Chen at 7.5 minutes. You have a level 3 Rasta.
And Maposhka is level 5.
He's free farming the safe lane. It's higher level than the Razor on this clock. A full level higher.
And Amar might die again. You know, Laurel is he wants to go for this. He wants it real bad. Found the strike into the positioning from Maposhka to try and catch him inside the cogs. They get him inside the Wukong's command. They got him in the cogs. And now the Wukong's command will go to work.
This is one of the bigger skill diffs I've seen. Now, this is just adding up. It's not like you have some crazy lead, but all these small things just picking Falcons apart right now. Trying to lay into this mid tower with the sniper. The lanes got swapped. It's the SF here. It's the Solar Guardian.
The Solar Guardian, it doesn't land, but the hammer follow-up will, as will the slam of the Starbreaker. Easy kills, crits come in from the side, maybe a blast field, it does manage to get Rue. Yatoro though, the Requiem goes out, and that pushes back the Razor straight into the cogs. Now Miposhka's a little outnumbered until the rest of Team Spirit come through. Boundless Strike, hammer over the top of 2 of them, and all that's left is Amar. He fights for 1 kill, he fights for a second, denied. 2 for 5. Team Spirit, a full routing of Falcons. This is becoming not a series, but a slaughter.
This is just this is straight disgusting right now. This is more than beating them down. This is, what are you even doing in this game? You even belong in this series right now. They brought everybody for a mid-fight at 8 minutes around a sniper who's supposed to be your strongest hero.
Yep.
He's the first one gone on. You take Malrine out of this fight, you lose so much of your skirmish power, your supports are under-leveled, you're scrambling to find some impact from this Razor. Early Requiem, level 6 from Yatoro, maybe they don't expect it, and then you get this 6 strike into hammer onto. Skeeter comes in his play, and all he's left wondering is, why did I join any of this?
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get sucked into any of these early fights. He's the one suffering the most after everything is said and done.
And Team Spirit are going to keep the pressure on. An aggressive smoke that gets a great high ground ward down, and now Miposhka striking in from behind. Amar heads for the hills, and Crit, he's gone.
Tank the gank, I guess. I mean, that's a level 6.5 Clockwork who was trying to gank a level 5 offlane Razor, by the way, at 9.5 minutes.
Yeah.
The boy is just built different. Well, you had a plan for this game if you were Falcons. And it doesn't really matter what that plan was now, because you're in scramble mode. You have to make some crazy plays. Just find something.
Trying to pull him back into the link. 2 seconds up, but the Solar Guardian's back up already. And now, if he could get the hammer slow on one of these heroes, hammer goes across, doesn't clip Amar. And Amar, he will be able to escape. At that point, we'll call that a Falcons win.
That is a Falcons win. You got spells out of Spirit. Nobody died. I mean, I genuinely like the move from Skeeter, because, again, you have to make some chaos happen in this game.
Yeah.
Like, you have to make some random moves, throw them off their game right now, get something going, free up some space for your supports to find levels. That's the other big component here. I mean, Skeeter, you're on roaming support Chaos Knight duty now.
Crit. Level 6 is but a dream at this point in time. Dies again as level 4. And now the Hex stopping Skeeter. He tries to do something, but a Requiem successfully goes out from Yatoro. The Cogs kept these heroes back. Both Amar and Malrine were not able to chase after the Team Spirit heroes.
You just can't find anything.
Yeah, no Solar Guardian. Falcons, they were desperate to make this happen. They're still going to go after Yatoro.
Yatoro,
1-2. The Chaos Knight comes through and he gets the kill, but at the cost of his life. And now Laurel in from behind. Hits the Boundless Strike of Wukong's command. And Malrine stuck in the Cogs. Fights his way through, but Collapse is now here. Hits him with a Starbreaker, surrounded by 2. No way out. It is just devastation time. Team Spirit are killing every hope of Falcons in this game. You wanted some chaos? Well, Team Spirit are bringing order to this game.
Too many numbers, too many outplays. Desperation mode for Falcons right now. You're still level 4 on the Shaman, man. You gotta find some levels. You need him desperately.
He doesn't have a facet because he doesn't have his ultimate. It's 12 minutes
I actually
in.
don't think I've ever seen this, but the entirety of Spirit are higher level than Skeeter.
Oh, wow.
He's just getting the same level as the support. Like, this is... What are you supposed to do?
He just turned 7 too. It's not like he's almost 8 or anything.
The XP advantage is absolutely insane for 12 minutes in this game. The gold advantage is going to start to grow. At this point, maybe just by Midas or something. I mean, it's going to be an Ags rush from the sniper. Sure, get anything at this point. Get some blade mails. Get something to reflect the net worth. They're making another play on Amar. No finger available, but...
one after the other.
They have the damage. Vlad's already done for Collapse. I mean, he's so farmed too. It's one thing you got Yatoro there, you stop this SF a little, but this Dawnbreaker is an absolute menace in this game right now.
The 17th kill for Spirit in 12 minutes, and it's just gonna keep happening. Falcons, they can't slow the game down.
No way to stop the bleeding. I mean, this is like the dream clockwork game, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have an early ult, you run around, everybody you hook shot dies, you have follow-up. You have the deep wards planted earlier. You have everything going for you right now.
Yeah, we saw the smoke that planted that ward. We still haven't seen them get a kill off of it, but it's going to come. If Malreen's going to hang out in this triangle, the gate rotation is already happening. Collapse, he wants to cover this tower. They don't want to give any bit of real estate over to Falcons.
Hey, Poshka, he's just sitting by Skeeter. He's just eyeing him up. Like, what are you going to do about it? I'll take your little golem, too. You got another great ward out by this tier 2. So hard to deward these this early in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And Chen doesn't want to run around dewarding. He wants to run around taking creeps and farming. Snaking, trying his best to find something to stabilize this game with. Single aura would go a long way here. That said, I mean, you still have some farm on this sniper. His ags will be done here. Hey, that's something you can rally behind, try and find some kills with it. Gank is coming into that ward. This is a Diffusal Monkey King.
You kill his courier. You kill his courier. You thought you had an axe timing? Wrong.
Why? Just have something go for you in this game.
And now the rundown. Omar sitting on the side. Can he fight this? 2 of the heroes already been pushed away. The Wukong just came in and was used. This is a fight that Falcons, I think maybe they can actually win it. Teleport away from the clockwork will not quite be fast enough. Tice on the final tick.
They got him. The menace.
He'll die in the fountain as Amar gets him, but still, it's a 1 for 2.
Yeah, he almost got denied that kill off the server tick, so you'll take that. Still lost both supports in that sequence. Used your ward. Laurel still chilling here, looking for anybody. They're just continuing to group up. I mean, perseverance here from Falcons. There's not a lot else you can do. You just got to keep running it back, hoping you can out-execute one of these team fights. If you'd had that sniper ags, it would have gone a decent way right here.
Oh, yeah.
That really hurts that that got denied. You do have the Blade Mail on the Razor. Throw some auras on him. He can tank a decent amount of damage. Spirit gonna chill a little bit, let this tower fall without a fight. Getting a lot off the map right now.
Yeah, Falcons, they bring the numbers to the Dawnbreaker, which is typically the better idea, and Spirit have been so disciplined in their play that...
Don't do it. Don't do it, brother. It's not worth it. It's not worth the 1 CS. Just stay in the trees.
Sneaking up the side, he gets a ward down.
You know, attempting to just shot that here.
Oh, he sees the flag bearer creep.
Oh.
It's worth double the gold. You gotta go for it.
Stun wasn't great, but...
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't. Won't get the finger stack. Doesn't care about the finger stack.
No.
You need a couple Sister Shrouds to get you out of this game.
And the thing is, there's just little downtime from Team Spirit. Like, Lion's got Tranquil Boots, and he can take mana off the creeps. The Monkey King is all over the map constantly. The Clockwork is pretty much always ready to go. Hookshot is relatively low cooldown. Okay, another stun that's a little off the mark. Good Team Spirit just giving little freebies over to Falcons, saying, I could have killed you there. Could have got you.
Well, Snaking gets free tower mid.
Oh, he does.
Drum Chen pushing the building.
Shen army goes to work.
Gets a nice ward out around that mid lane as well. Wait out the Blade Mail, try and go back in. Does get the link. He's going to survive this, hand to God.
He actually is. Look at that. They've got the extra heals out from the Chen, and maybe a chase down after collapse. He's still got the hammer. He can go up to the high ground if necessary. There's that hit from the sniper with the assassination. They're pretty well surrounded, but it's tough to push into that high ground. You don't know what you're walking into. 2 melee heroes and a Shadow Fiend coming through the gate. A wise choice from Falcons to back out.
Just not going to get many opportunities to use the sniper ags in the early game and find kills. They're going to 4-man smoke it up, run to the Chaos Knight.
If they could run into the Monkey King while he's trying to connect to the team, that's the only situation that Falcons can walk away with a win here.
Oh, it's looking
good. And they've got him midway through the trees. They pull him out of position. The Solar Guardian's still going to drop, though, and that's an Ag Solar Guardian. And about the strike charge, Laurel's able to get away, and he got off the Wukong's man. Malreen up here on the high ground. Laurel gives chase. He takes him down. Amar, meanwhile, he'll go out to the supports. The only heroes that he can kill at this point. He gets one of them, but the Blade Mail won't protect you forever. Collapse, finally able to deal the damage. Back over to Laurel, though. Skeeter and Grin. Oh, another Balthus strike away. away, and a full heal out from Laurel. Another team wipe for Spirit.
They're way too good, way too strong. How is the Ags already done in this game? That's what Falcons are thinking right now. What should have been an easy Monkey King kill goes completely wrong. And I was about to say, if you can line that kill up, you can go into the Roche. You have the Shaman, you have the Chen. Instead, you're going to lose it to the early Vlads plus the Shadow Fiend here.
And the first time all tournament long that the arena grows a little quiet.
There is not much to cheer for Falcons here. Scrambling to find scraps around the map. They'll even lose their ward off that play. Have the one ward mid, you can still play around. This is your best point to go to. They're going to run it back. Try and find the sniper.
They got him. They got him.
Yep,
they got him.
Nice pickup for Maureen.
A 7 pickup for Falcons. Little pittance here and there, a little silver lining for a very dark cloud on the horizon as Yatoro. His Shadow Fiend is ready to go. 4.5 minutes on the Aegis, and he's going to start getting involved. Not that he was not getting involved earlier. I mean, that was
8-1 and 11.
8-1 and 11. An early, what was he, level 5? Level 5 rotation to mid lane from level 4 Shadow Fiend rotation?
A level 4 Shadow Fiend rotate mid. No, honestly, most of the times I've seen Yatoro make that play, it's because they're losing terribly.
Oh, yeah.
Like the TI game where you went mid early with the Drow Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're trying to salvage lane. That was like, no, I'm just going to go mid and kill you. Because I can do anything right now. It's showing to be the case. Falcons, they get to a nice little item timing here. Can still take some okay fights. I mean, BKB on Razor would go a long way.
Found Skeeter.
Yeah, he's
Skeeter.
in trouble.
He doesn't have his ultimate, so he can't fight Laurel, but he also can't run. So all that's left is dying.
I feel for the guy this game. I mean, he's on kind of their one playmaking core in this Chaos Knight that was supposed to be a hero that can be an initiator and a map control hero. He had to give up his lane so early. Supports needed XP. The other lanes were getting ganked. Tried to join those fights. It didn't work out. This CK has nothing. This will be a free Tormentor for Spirit. Push them into the Monkey King BKB. Shadow Blade for Yatoro, his signature here. Provide extra kill threat around the map. Blink done for the Lion. This map just became a lot scarier. Snaking, he'll get the D ward.
Gets the ward. Will it cost him his life? Nice use of the Hurricane creep. Pushes himself away, makes a run for it off of the drums. Well played.
Snaking is doing work in this game to try and stall this out.
Hamar getting away from his 7th death.
Did finish BKB here.
He did.
And we have a Dragonlance coming out from the sniper. They're getting some items up here. Trying to stabilize right now.
They put together pieces that it is possible. I don't know if you can win a full-out 5-on-5 team fight, but maybe if you find a fight where you've got a numbers advantage. That,
if you can catch them off guard.
Yeah.
You can absolutely win that. Like, particularly if you find this Dawnbreaker around the map, that would be a big game.
But it's not them setting the pace.
Oh, boy.
It's Yatoro. He's setting it up for... Oh, another misstun from Rue. But the point-blank Requiem into the Solar Guardian is a nasty combo. Laurel in from the side, stopping Amar's retreat, and the BKB barely bailed. Oh, no, the hook shot. Oh, he thought he was getting away. Maposhka got him on the hook shot, but doesn't get him inside the cogs, though. And Laurel, well, he's fighting for his life. Wukong's man, he survives. Rue does not.
Awkward fight for Spirit off the missed impale. Costs him a lot there. Still have Aegis to walk this off with, but they used a lot. ATF, he survived for a long time. If he'd been able to get that BKB off before the impale came in on him, potentially not a bad fight for Falcons around that tier 2 with the sniper super strong. But Yatoro, this man just doesn't quit. Haste Rune.
The Shadow Plate continues. Without a Requiem, now he is spotted on a sentry, and will lose the Aegis. Second life. He's a bit exposed here.
That's a Hurricane Pike.
He'll use it. Double 4 staffs, gets him away.
Would have liked to have been able to capitalize on that, but he'll take the free Aegis. Stabilize the map, try and get some more D-wards out. Try and get to this Chaos Knight Orchid. It's going to be a late one in this game. No Dispel on the Shadow Fiend right now. maybe lock him down with it. No Dispel on the Dawnbreaker could be good there. Good on these supports as well. I mean, Falcons persevere. They are finding farm on the Chen. You know, Snaking, he's a North America player. He's been here before.
Yes, a
called
few times.
Every Wednesday night with the lads. So continuing to get something off the map. Try and dodge these ganks. We'll pay the price, but better him than a big core target. Does finish the Solar Crest too, so
he buys out. Yeah,
not a bad time death for him.
The impale accuracy for Rue.
Yeah, it's really been off.
Not been amazing, which is funny because they're so far ahead. I don't really feel that Rue has a whole lot of pressure on him. They're certainly winning fights without these impales.
He has
landing.
definitely missed a lot, though. Like, this would be a poor highlight reel in a game they were losing, but because they're rolling the fights, I mean, think of where this game would be if he had hit them all.
It's true. They probably would have gotten at least 1 or 2 more kills.
They just keep swinging this map so fast between the Monkey King, the Clockwork Catch, the Lion Blink. They just shift from one side to the other. It's so dangerous for Falcons to show anywhere unless they have some vision control. This last tier 1 going down to creeps, no one wants to come defend this, and for good reason. Oshko will fight his way through this creep. Plus 65. Do have CK illusions out on the map right now, giving him a little map control. Like the CK to be stronger for these, but you got to take what you can get out here.
You know what's bad? When 25 minutes in, you're smoking inside of your base, and the smoke does not even work for you. Because Laurel can bound the strike away. He's too far out for Falcons to catch. And Avery's just shaking his head, going, I don't know what to do.
What do you do, dude? I feel like their smoke percentage of this series is what? It's got to be like 5% or less.
It's single-digit percentage.
At this point,
sure.
Just don't even smoke. Just take all the smokes, put them in mid, and be like, here.
Just burn them.
You have them.
It's just a loss of network
for
Falcons every time, because they group up, they spend the gold on the smoke, then they group up, pulling heroes out of their farming rotations to go make a play.
That's what I'm saying, man. At this point, I don't know. Just the smokes ain't working, so stop smoking. Save them for like the Roche or something. But you feel the need to do it because you're behind. You want to make some kind of play around the map. You have to group because you're afraid to show on the waves. You don't have a lot of other options here. And the thing is, Spirit know that. That's why they're reading a lot of these plays. And every time you miss one of these, they just get so much more farm off the map. Collapse showing bottom. You don't want to go on him here, but he was technically alone. So you will group again if you're Falcons. You have the Orchid on the CK. That's as good as it's going to get for timings in this game. Do you smoke again?
Toro Maposhka, the combo. Just trying to burst him down with physical damage, but it's not good enough.
He almost died to
Solar Guardian. Yeah, he almost killed himself on the blade mail there. The Shadow Fiend, dangerously low. The link goes onto the Clockwork. Once again, Falcons just trying to get whatever kills they can, and if it's just a support, so be it.
Opening for them. Yatoro in the trees.
Requiem from the trees. Now Skeeter, the turnaround with Laurel out from the trees, and the Wukong's command missed about the strike, and they still kill Yatoro. Skeeter will die for it, but once again, Skeeter has found the life of Yatoro, even if it costs him his own.
Oh, Maureen couldn't grenade up to the high ground.
Push down to the trees. And Amar.
Another link.
He starts taking the damage from Laurel with Maureen up on this high ground. Maybe this is a fight they can take, especially with Amar having the blade mail back up. But Laurel, he's so tanky, especially with the Jingo on him. Once again, another concussive grenade. The disarm is on him, but Laurel, he's on top of Maureen. And now he's popped his BKB. And Rue, there's the stun you need. A two-man stun. While still the Dawnbreaker gives chase onto Amar. Got him on the hammer. He's dead. Shackles over onto Laurel, though. Collapse trying to come to help Laurel. He got the boundless strike, but he doesn't live this time. Three-man stun from Rue. Making up for the previous misses. Collapse continues to battle it out as Falcons are finding even one hero is a menace against 3.
Maureen wants to go back in. He wants this Lion.
Shackles,
one more hit.
Maybe the Lion. He gets in on an impale. The the Solar Guardian. Oh, gets canceled by the Hex. Quick reaction from Crit. And Rue blinks over to the side. Malrine, no, the concussive grenade. It pushes the Dawnbreaker with them. Hit by the Starbreaker. Not enough for the kill. And the hook shot is blocked up. But Maposhka still finds it. Oh, he hook shot it through. Lane 4 stepped up to the high ground to ultimately find their mark on Malrine. Team Spirit will not be denied the kills that they want out of this fight.
They want a team fight victory no matter the price. They will push it to the base, push it into the respawns.
Pull them all the way into the tier 3s. It's the only way, the only chance you have. Collapse finally falls. A godlike spree. 2,000 gold given up to Collapse, or to Skeeter and the rest of Falcons.
A one team fight. In the end, the Falcons get the team wipe. 5 deaths for Team Spirit over the course of what felt like 3 minutes. Will result in a net worth XP advantage for Falcons. But it didn't feel like it, I must say. At least Crit got the fly.
Crit got the fly, and Malrine begging for mercy.
I think that's about the only thing Crit's killed this game. 0-11 on the Shaman. He'll start his streak.
Well, maybe it all begins here for Falcons. Or maybe this will just be a speed bump on the road. Team Spirit claiming their 3-0. A smoke up from Falcons, all 5.
The track record's not good on these, but at least this one is around the Roshan.
A 5% 5% chance at smoke victory, a 5% chance to turn this game around. And already it feels like that 5% has gotten even lower. Amar, he tries for it. He just tries to jam it up to the high ground. No way.
Of course they're all there waiting for you. Of course. I mean, the 5% drops lower here.
Yatoro looks for another one, breaking the Shadow Shaman. Even that extra second is denied as the foul play can't go off. The Chaos Knight goes down, the stun onto the Chen, and Malrine, all he could do is at this point use his keyboard, type another message, beg for more mercy from Spirit. Let him go free. Because unless Spirit give mercy, there's no way out.
What do you do? I mean, what do you do at this point? There is no correct play left. You are absolutely down. You are close to being out of this game, out of this series, out of this tournament. Absolute domination. An absolute outclass in this game 3. There's nothing else to call it here. And a Roshan for Yatoro. He wants an Aegis to close this one out.
I mean, we've had some rough 3-0s in Dota's history.
That is true.
This might be the most one-sided of them all.
This last game is definitely up there.
Yeah. It's definitely a finals of all time, that's for sure.
This is not how Falcons wanted this game 3 to go.
Considering all the momentum they built up, getting through that elimination phase, and taking down some tough opponents to get into the finals in the first place. Spirit is just a whole nother level.
The silver lining in a series like this, though, is sometimes when you get beat down this bad, and they're not out of it yet.
Not yet.
Still could be a comeback. But when you get beat down this bad, if you do go on to lose a series, you can just be like, well, weren't good enough today, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's better than losing it by a very thin margin.
I mean, I recall that conversation with Quinn on Gaming Gladiators after they got 3-0'd by Team Spirit. They said, well, we didn't have a chance in that one.
Yeah. I mean, this team's done it to a lot of teams here. So you can at least hang your hat on that. Still continuing to find farm in this game, trying to work the comeback. Full Bloodthorn done for Skeeter. There's some comeback damage that you need on this Chaos Knight. I mean, I like the all-in build, right? You can't go like BKB here or something. Like, you got to just all in. Crimson for the Razor. You have the Maelstrom on the Sniper, and your Chen's continuing to find some gold in this game. I mean, Snake King is continuing to find it somehow, some way.
He's still ahead of all the other supports in the game.
It's giving you a chance here.
Yatoro, a Shield Rune, and an Aegis.
He's got too many items for the slots. It's too farmed too fast. 10K ahead of his counterpart here. Dude, he just stole his little wolves on the game. Dude, come on. He Just Rocket Flare stole both little alpha wolves from staking. Like, what are you supposed to do, man? Just give me the camp.
I'll take everything from you somehow.
Just go away.
Let me farm neutrals in peace. Sneak it up the side. Laurel, straight Solar Guardian. Bound the strike plus the Ags the Solar Guardian. It's not quite a chain stunt, but it's good enough.
I mean, you're gone. Rue loses 8th ones on the Courier. That's the biggest win for Falcons in some time. They have to retreat here.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest net worth loss Team Spirit have encountered.
For sure. His lead is growing and growing. I mean, look at Collapse's items. What is this at 33 minutes? It's got an AC.
Oh, about the strike and the initiation. You had the damage on the Chaos Knight, but what if the Chaos Knight can never use it?
Lockdown is there with the nullifier.
First one out of the fight. And Amar begging Team Spirit to go on him while he has this blade mail. And Team Spirit, they will oblige.
Happy to collect. Happy to chase you down. Happy to send you into the fountain.
And Yotaro will follow snaking all the way into that fountain with his Aegis. Little man to dodge, trying to get some of that damage off of him. He's hoping the shrapnel can finish him off. Somehow, he still has another life, but they still haven't gotten the kill.
They're just playing with him at this point.
Nullifier. Ooh, quick grenade. Push them back just far enough. Team Spirit do not keep the chase up, but they will go for another lane.
Yotaro says, I'd like to go throne, boys, but I think Spirit would enjoy being in this game a little longer. Get a couple more racks. Secure your victory here. Maposhka just waiting for anybody to show. There you go.
And he found an aggressive force stab, puts him way out of position. The cogs on the other side. There's no way Hurricane Pike or the grenade could get him out. Now Skeeter has to pop a Phantasm a little defensively here. Starbreaker tries to work through it. Not good enough to kill the illusions right away, but most of them are now gone, and the Chaos Knight's damage is limited. Amar's going to try and TP right on top of Yotaro. Gets the link on him, working his way through the cogs, 6 onto the Shadow Fiend, but now he's lost sight of him, and the link is going to break. Amar, he doesn't know who to hit, how to hit, where to hit, and Falcons have left him isolated. They don't keep the chase up on the low ground. Skeeter spotted as he tries to get close to his support, but a barrage of attacks being thrown his way forces him backwards. Another Hex. Rue gets his initiation, and the follow through. It's simple for Team Spirit, and the GG is called. No quarter given, no mercy granted. Team Spirit, an extremely dominant 3-0 to close out their championship run.
What can you say about this team that has not already been said? They will become the first 2-time EWC champions to go along with their 2 Aegises. 4 world titles for the GOAT team of Dota 2. Just didn't have a chance here if you were Falcons. You had to put on a crazy performance to win that game 1, to push this series later, to find momentum early on, because the second you go down against this team, there's just no looking back. They have the answers. They know what you want to do. They're going to outplay you every time, and they have the clutch players to do it. Absolute domination.
At Team Spirit, they'll give their respect to Falcons, who, I mean, they had a great run to get to this finals. It's unfortunate that they could not muster up nearly the strength to give contest to Team Spirit. Spirit, just too good.
They're just better, man. I mean, they've done this to every team they've gone up against. When they are in form, when they are going through what they feel is the best way to play the game, they have a number of styles. They have huge hero pools. It's just so hard to draft against them, so hard to play against them.
This game, not a contest, but a coronation. Not a series, but a slaughter. Spirit claimed not just victory, but domination. The best to ever do it, Team Spirit.